Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another instance of the Tuesday night extravaganza, aka the Sloppy Hoggers Club, aka the Gold Saber Tooth stream. I'm your host, Corn Dog. As always, I am joined by Tim and Kev. Say hello, Tim and Kev.
Hi.
Hi, Tim and Kev.
Hey, Pickleball.
And
miss you, dude.
And tonight we are joined by our commissioner and also, incidentally, a relatively special guest, Brian Koval, also known as BOSHNROLL. Welcome, Brian. What are we doing here tonight?
So I'm going to give you the long story long. There's no TLDR here. Does the stream have a time limit? I hope not, because I'm going to suck it up.
I try to be in bed by midnight.
No, fuck that. So
I can stream from bed.
all right, yeah, perfect. So I was at the Manovelt event in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago, and Tim was there, had his booth, also just top 16 the event casually, while also cranking out art in between rounds, so to sicko.
Classic Tim.
And he showed me the prototype flocked mat. It got that felt fuzz on it, like the old Spellground mats from the 90s, but it's got the stitched edges and the quality of a playmat that you would get today. And honestly, I don't care about playmats. I never have. I hate them. I wish people would stop giving them to me. But that moment where like Tim just handed me this thing, I fell in love. And I asked him, would he want to do this? And he said, hell yeah, I can't wait to draw Uro. And then I set it up with Cal, manager Cal.
Oh, dude.
Beautiful.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I think with the genesis of the stream is kind of like the genesis of like my whole career as an artist in this capacity, in this totally niche, weird capacity where it's like just kind of ransoming into existence the things that exist in our mind and in our hearts and in our nostalgia. And like so much of magic is some of the accoutrement when it's not sincere is just feels like commercial and like and predatory like schlock, but like when it's like sincere and funny and homegrown and like referential, like it's meaningful. And that's why like I like making goofball shit, and when I can like give a gift to my friend like Brian and make it something that they want to have, it really makes me feel good as an artist and as a merchant, and I love doing this. So thanks for coming, man. It's this is a totally full circle. I've been a fan of yours for many years, and I'm happy to call you a friend and happy to do this for you.
Yeah, this is really exciting for a variety of reasons, and most of them are just another person I like making BOSHNROLL art. I did a shirt with Coalesce Apparel a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it was just so much fun doing that artistic process, and the thing that I had in my brain actually ended up on t-shirts that people can buy, and I'm excited to do that again now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Get that brain out.
That's the really fun thing about art. I mean, that's the thing I just really gets me the most motivated, is that like I feel like some sort of like I don't know what the word is, if it's like a shaman or a soothsayer or something, where like I feel like I'm some sort of like conduit that helps people, bring things from like the realm of imagination into the reality. Isn't that kind of, it really is what art is. Like when you said like that shirt, like you came up with this concept of like I think it's like some Indiana Jones coded, but also like it has to do with like special recall and ponder, and it's like funny, but like you were able to like wed all of your humor and bring it into the world. And I think that's why maybe like AI is so like offensive to so many of us, because like it is like some sort of like insincere bastardization of this very human process of like bringing dreams into reality. And that's why there's something like nightmarish and like off-putting, at least to me and anybody with a soul, about like AI. It's like so fun to like, because like I'm not gonna get it perfect, but in its imperfections, we're gonna strive towards something that's going to surprise Brian and me, and the fans, and that's what's fucking cool.
I agree,
That's
Jim.
that.
Good point.
That's that.
Wait.
Y'all think robots dream of electric sheep?
What's up?
Do y'all think robots dream of electric sheep?
That's a pretty good book.
Oof. Is that a book? I don't know. Is this
what-
my thing?
Blade Runner is based on, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think they dream. I've been thinking about dreams a lot lately. Just
about
that, like, well, just thinking about dreams is like, dude, we spend so much of our lives doing it, and we still know so little about it, and we really
Yeah, it's
kind
wild.
of, it's wild. It's fucking wild, man. I dreamed it last night that we were looking through our farm animals, and we had a pig that was going to be brought to slaughter, and like it was like hiding. And then like I helped hide it in like the walls of my childhood basement, and like my mother was looking for it, and I remember like looking through this like crack in the stone wall foundation, and I saw the pig was hiding in there, and my mom like asked if it was in there, and I was like, oh, and like get this like knowing look to the pig. I'm like, you're safe, little guy. Like,
Did you watch Babe right before this?
no, but that probably is somewhere in my heart.
You also just described the backstory of Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah. It's like her backstory.
You know, the land. Oh my God, it's so true. So talk about what is your dream? What is for this Matt? What's your vision?
So, like, it's got to like pitch the brand. Like, we do have, in addition to all of our artistic goals, it does have to be like a banner that me and my community fly when we're out in the world.
Yeah.
So, like, Bosch and Roll has to be front and center, like the name of the thing.
Yeah.
And then
Capital N, capital R, correct?
yeah, capital B, capital N, capital R. It can be spaced or not. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not in my style guide. So, like, whatever. There's no hyphens. That is in my style guide. Yeah,
I
if
did
I have
look
one.
at the text. Sorry.
Is there an apostrophe?
I kind of
there's
like
not.
it as I kind of like it as B, lowercase S, H, and then the capital N, capital R, because it evokes the genesis of it, which was, I'm assuming it's like an MTGO thing.
Yeah, it was an AIM screen name. Well, AOL Instant Messenger.
It's even better. Okay, so it has to stay kind of coded like that.
I also I kind of got the opposite. Like, you can't have spaces in your MTGO username, but I do, because I got that username in 2005 when you could have spaces in it.
Awesome.
I'm grandfathered in, but yeah, with the original Bosch and Roll AAM screen name, couldn't have spaces, just BOSH letter N or capital R is how we did that. I would like, for the vision, like under the Bosch and Roll banner, just me, like some Timified, Saberfied version of me, and somewhere integrate the YouTube play button into the art, because that's what I'm trying to sell. Bosch and Roll on YouTube. That's me, by the way. Like, that's what I want the first thing to be, and then we can style out the sides with our boy Uro, or
Can't wait
Raw
to draw
Rack,
Uro.
a little Black Lotus in the mix, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely, I'm really feeling good about this. We gotta put Uro, some staples. We got the Island Ponder Keep. It's so fun and fun. It's one of those things I love it. It's like, because when you say it, like every time I like look at a hand, I like, it's like a jingle. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like wormed its way into my brain. It has to be on there somewhere.
And it's a life mantra. It's not even like, anything else. It's literally, I said it so many times it became a catchphrase. I didn't work that up in a focus group. I just, it's just how I play Magic. So it's real.
Welcome in, Jam Goody, Biggie Lewis, and first-time chatters, and apparently, I would assume Bosch fans, patron saint of Doritos, and Tim Senghick 2000. I don't know what to do about that one, but and Jersey Mikes, thank you very much for the follow.
Jersey Mikes.
Wait, Jersey Mike
and the Miriam said, "Ahoy! Hope the stream does well. Welcome in."
I'd like to imagine Jersey Mike is slicing ham fresh off the ham right now to put on bread in front of us.
Watching.
I like to imagine him giving Jimmy John a wedgie.
And then Danny DeVito is like on his shoulders, like a little kid with his dad, you know?
I would go Jimmy John over Jersey Mike every day, by the way. Just
Damn, even hanging out wise.
I mean, Jimmy John, I understand he's like a trophy safari hunter, which is kind of whack, but his sandwiches are better.
That's true. Free smells. Dude, I love a number 7 so much. But their cured meats are better at Jimmy John's, gotta say.
Tim, I have bad news. You should probably reverse your hat.
My hat?
Yeah, you're
sitting in the way of the camera.
The drawing. Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, I'm like, did I have like
People are gonna think you're in a gang, dude.
Really, man. Dude, I'm wearing my JD Vance rules hat. Oh no. Dude, that's the goal. We gotta find a way to get Brian versus JD Vance and Magic. I will put a boundary on this. JD Vance, if you're listening, please.
We know
you're listening, JD.
Yeah, he watches the stream.
I want you. I'm putting a bounty against Brian. You can play Yawgmoth's Bargain, and he can play any band card he wants. And isn't Yawgmoth's Bargain? That's the card he loves, right? Yawgmoth's Bargain.
I'm not that familiar with JD Vance's deep lore. I just know he played Magic because he couldn't get a girlfriend, and that's a skill issue for sure.
Oh yeah,
100%. My wife married me because I play Magic.
Same. My wife is in the room right now, by the way, and
dude, what's up?
Yeah, she can't hear us because I can't have this on speaker because my microphone would send us into the infinite void. But she's watching.
Tell her congratulations on the wedding. We really are proud of you guys.
Everyone says hi and congratulations on the wedding.
You got to that in advance.
Yeah. Well, Usha told me she's like, I won't marry you if you play Magic. So he burned all of his Magic. He actually threw them. He threw them in
Tim.
Mordor. What?
Brian's upside down. We messed the whole thing up.
Yeah, you got to start again, man.
You want to explain the upside down? You want to explain the upside down to the chat?
It's like our world, but everything's gross.
Yeah, it's all dusty. There's still oh wait, never mind. There's lore reasons for that. Never mind. Carry on.
Well, the Yawgmoth's Bargain is unbanned in the underworld, though, on the upside down. So
it's reverse banned. You have to play it.
It's your companion. It starts in the bargain zone.
Yo, Nick, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, Nick, Papa Squats, thank you very much for the gifted sub.
What's up, dude?
Directly to Mr. BOSHNROLL. Now Mr. BOSHNROLL can drop his corn dog. Drop his corn dog emotes in chat.
Oh,
you want me to drop my corn dog?
Yeah, drop your corn dog in chat.
Drop your corn dog.
Make sure you're wearing your Ben Roethlisberger jersey when you do it.
Oh yeah. Ben Roethlisberger fans have to have their corn dogs dropped.
Rise up.
Whoa.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to come to Pittsburgh, man. I'm really looking forward to it for the Steel City thing. It's gonna be good to see you. I want in your natural habitat.
Would you happen to give Pittsburgh 2 booms?
Because we have 2 Tim Yells Boom redemptions.
Damn, what a freaking segue.
Dude, I've heard that the food fucking slaps in Pittsburgh. That's what I'm excited about.
What kind of food are we talking that slaps there?
It's relief.
I've heard that just everything is good. It's good, a great bar food town, but I heard the Italian food's crazy. I've just heard there's a lot of Pittsburgh people go. They like to eat.
Our Polish scene pretty good too. If you like a kielbasa and a pierogi. If you like tater tots, that's part of our culture as well.
You guys are honorary Midwest.
Dude.
Let's see. We have another Tim Yells Boom redemption.
One day, that's all the stream's gonna be. Yeah. One of these days. Everyone save up your booms.
I'm huddled on my floor, murmuring boom, boom.
Yeah, your throats, you're coughing up blood onto the paper.
It's some sort of racial humiliation thing. Because I'm Italian, and those guys are Italian. I know, that's okay. We're Italians are low class. I'm used to it.
Tim, why were you drawing upside down? I'm legitimately curious.
Sometimes it's just a thing my mom taught me when I was a little saber cub. was that like if you want to draw somebody, it's good to like draw aspects of it upside down because you don't fetishize the face as much. Okay, when you start seeing it as shapes. So like because I look at this, I'm just like, oh, it's Brian. What's up, Brian? But like, I need to really look at it. It's like, oh, what's up? Dark part of eyeball. What's up? Like fold under, crease beside the nose. What's up? Like, furrow of brow. Mm-hmm. So like, it's nice for me to like contextualize or defetishization of the human face and just seeing it as
you're not trying to draw a face, you're trying to draw the shape that Brian's nose is, which is two different things.
Defetishization sounds woke. I said defetishization.
Oh yeah,
sounds woke, but I guess more Gen Z. They hate sex in movies.
They do.
Am I right, Jack? Can I get an amen?
Gen Z doesn't like sex in movies?
No, that's the whole thing. It's an online discourse.
Oh, cool. You guys are cool. I like talking. You guys make me feel young. You guys tell me about things I don't know about.
I'm going to try switching my speakers so my wife can listen. If this ruins the stream, just let me know real quick.
Yep, definitely. Tefool says if you're in Pittsburgh, you got to get some Primanti Bros. Classic Pittsburgh take.
Well, I want to hear. Yeah, give me some more Pittsburgh takes. I'm here for it. What do you guys got? I want to know. We're going to Pittsburgh is it August?
Yeah,
we're going to Pittsburgh in August, gang. Are we going to Pittsburgh, chat? We're going to Pittsburgh.
I'm kind of sad. I like Primanti Bros a decent bit, and we were gonna get one in. We were randomly getting one that was going in Dayton, Ohio, which I think was going to be like the one of very few, like it was going to be like the first one in Ohio or something, or like the second one outside of Cleveland. I think there's some really close to the border.
They were like, what's the most important city outside of Pennsylvania?
Dayton.
Dayton. They're like LA, Tokyo,
and they had like
Dayton.
They had almost happened. They had like almost opened it. It was all built out, all that kind of stuff. And then a little something happened called COVID-19, and it never opened.
What's that? Sounds like a government conspiracy.
China was mad that they didn't get a Primanti Bros.
Yeah. Dude,
China said, we have got to stop. We have got to stop the Primanti Bros from spreading it to Dayton, Ohio.
But we'll tease them for looking over us.
Wait, I just looked it up. This is crazy. It looks like Tony Fauci's on the board of Primanti Bros. This is deeper than I thought.
You knew it.
Oh, so wait, my camera just cut out. What's going on?
Now there's two BOSHNROLLs on the stream. What gives?
I'm getting dizzy. It's gonna make me lightheaded.
I have that effect.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get a classic anime nosebleed from this stream.
I hope it hits the ceiling.
Tim, you know about that?
No, tell me about it.
It's a trope in anime where when someone gets horny, they get a nosebleed. Sometimes it shoots them in the air.
Sometimes it kills them instantly, and their reindeer friend has to assess it. Oh no, it turns them to stone.
Yeah, puts them in shock.
Mail day. Sorry guys, who came in the mail? Japanese foil etched Brea.
Ooh.
$1 cards. Stay winning.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, Brea is cool.
We decided we're Brea boys now.
We're Brea boys. We even have like a theme song. Brea boys.
I think
I'm a Brea boy.
I think you need
I'm a Brea boy.
I think this needs some workshopping.
Are there any other words?
Yeah, kissing on my brother.
That's right, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. So big deal. The Island Boys make out and their brother.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm
pretty sure the new White Lotus season was inspired by the Island Boys.
I didn't know that.
Spoilers.
Spoiler, yeah.
It's episode 1.
Yeah, they were already putting their butts out and stuff in episode 1.
Checking each other out.
Dude, I haven't even watched the show. I just love Parker Posey so much.
You would like the season a lot. Parker Posey's so good.
Because I love Parker Posey. I love Christopher Guest movies. I'm also blown away that like Christopher Guest is like Lord Christopher Guest. Guest, which like blows my mind.
He's the one that plays her husband.
Well, Christopher Guest in real life is the guy who wrote This Is Spinal Tap and like Waiting for Guffman and Best in
Oh
Show.
yeah, you love him for the stuff that Parker Posey's part of.
Yeah. Because she was like, that was kind of her rise to fame. Was all. I mean, she was in Dazing. Was she in Dazing Confused?
I don't remember.
I think
I was both dazed and confused watching that movie.
As an old, I think she is.
Yeah, we just watched Best in Show the other night, the classic.
It's so fucking funny, dude. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Has your wife seen it before?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a bit of a dog head too, so it was fun. Like she had actual expertise on dog showing and pet showing and stuff.
Wait,
Nice.
she's actually done this stuff? She's done that?
She's not done it, but she knows. She's one of these people that like can see like down the entire boardwalk at the beach, like a mile and a half away. She'll be like, "Oh, that's an Australian whatever hound," and know exactly what every dog is.
That's sick, dude. Well, she'll have a field day up here, Brian. We have so many dogs. 5-dog house, Gold Saber cave.
True.
Yeah, we'll come through eventually. It's got to happen.
Oh, dude, the dogs. She'll love it, man. Okie, Ranger, the
Can
whole
you do the same thing with goats?
because there's goats here.
I don't know.
There's goats too.
She knows some goats. She says.
Okay.
All right.
I have friends that are goats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What do they do for a living?
One is an artist. Some of them do Magic the Gathering, content creation. One kind of just like a chill dude.
All right.
that when you-
Yeah,
we
a bunch of
have
goats.
working goats in Pittsburgh. Some of our friends volunteer at Goatsburg. And
What's that?
It's just like a goat rescue thing, and they put them to work. They drive them around and they like basically mow the lawn on steep hills for people.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
people are so sick, dude. Goat mowing's real, man. We pimped some of our goats out for goat mowing. It was awesome.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
For goat mowing, dude.
For goat mowing.
Luigi was one of them. Dude, I love Luigi.
Yeah. Bring him back.
Yeah, sucks what happened to him in Altoona. He was almost free.
Dude, if you ever someone posted a meme about Altoona style pizza, and apparently they just put like American craft singles on like a sheet of pizza, and they're like, the crimes that this city commits against Italians are it does too much.
I spent a lot of time in Altoona, Pennsylvania. That is one of the larger towns adjacent to the town I grew up in. That's very small. So I've been around.
Do they make that really psycho pizza, or was that just a meme?
I've never seen that in real life. I did see the meme though. I hope it's true.
I keep seeing this thing where it's like Twinkies and they're like covering it in some sort of like steaming gray goo. You know what I'm talking about?
It's the birthplace of sheets.
Whoa.
Oh, really? That's a
Yeah.
good guess, dude.
Yeah.
Hot take: Sheets is better than Wawa.
Never had Wawa. Or never had
Wawa
Sheetz.
has better subs, and they have the Coke freestyle machine, so you can get a better drink. But Sheets is better at every other thing.
Yeah. I don't like what BA was like. Oh yeah, Wawa. I was like, I don't know. Sheets kind of slaps, dude. I'm kind of a Sheets boy.
Like the big thing that really sets them apart is it is very clear when you enter a Wawa that they don't want you there. like they'll take your business, but the bathroom is like one filthy stall. There's nowhere to sit. There's no counter to lean on. Like they want you to spend your money and get the hell out. But Sheets, like they have a dining room.
to
They
hang.
have big clean bathrooms. Like, they want you
Tim's
to
a
have a
big
good time while
bathroom
you're there.
fan. That's probably why his allegiances lie there.
It's a different game.
Dude, you can. I'm Rochester drafted in a Sheets. You can do
Yeah,
it.
you could never in Wawa.
You can never Wawa. Dude, Wawa is a Wawa.
One thing
The
about
big one
Wawa
is-
is fuck Wawa. Anything else?
The one in Arizona, we're gonna give him the gold saber-tooth hat. The one in Arizona, it's actually probably, I think it's a Utah chain, but we really liked. It's called Maverick. Shout out to anybody out west who has a Maverick. Squats, you're in chat. I think Maverick slaps. It's always clean, and they have these crazy like very like super bleached out, like deep fried murals of like all the Arizona like landscapes of the mesas and shit. It's so fucking unhinged. And it's like the whole place is wrapped in like, so you walk in and then all the walls are kind of like, you know, like being in an old dentist's office where they had like a rainforest on the wall. It's kind of like that, but it's Southwest. So it's like tons of like buttes and mesas and like canyons and shit. And it's like this kind of uncanny thing where you're like, you know, you're like, I don't know, getting a tamale out of like the roller, and there's like the Grand Canyon is like above you, and it's like kind of like disorienting and strange. It's pretty fucking cool.
That's where I'd want to eat a tamale, though.
Yeah, dude.
I never want to eat a tamale in my dentist's office. They had a carpeted bathroom.
Dude, what is it? Do you remember the carpeted bathroom belonging to the era? Do you remember the squishy toilet seat? Did anyone have a
Oh,
Dude,
God.
yes.
Did anyone have a friend? It was always like somebody's friend's house or
It's
someone's
like
grandma's house.
It's like
It might-
so
yeah, grandma's for
cool.
sure.
It's like so cool until you like think about it for 1 second, and then it's so gross.
There was this one movie where they're talking about it, and he was like, I can't poop at this house because you got one of those squishy toilet seats, and it's kind of like your butt is sitting on another butt when you poop.
Oh, yeah. Is that just Reuters?
I don't remember what it was. But those that was an era. Like who can carpeted bathrooms? Like there's one room in the fucking house you don't want to fit, right?
Yeah, and
Dude,
it's
kitchen.
and it's my bedroom, right?
Yeah, you got it, dude.
We need to squeegee that up easy.
What the little
Yeah.
Brian, dude.
Jet Addiction
I'm
asks,
loving it.
what are we drawing today? We are drawing the first ever BOSHNROLL playmat featuring.
Oh shit, bro, is this your first playmat?
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
dude, this is sick.
The one and only.
Yeah, I didn't want to
One
put
and
that
done.
on anyone. I didn't want to put more playmats in the world because they're kind of like, I don't know, like glitter or herpes. Like once you get a taste, they just keep showing up no matter how many you get rid of. But
Oh dude,
I mean, you got me with this flock treatment.
nice.
It's so good.
it's so good. And you know what's nice when you play it on stream, if you're ever doing like streaming like CDH, you can't it's really nice in terms of the there's no glare, which I
Yeah, I played with the one that you gave me, the prototype. I was on Kuro's stream the other day doing some
Oh no way.
ambassador preview Tarkir Dragonstorm decks. And yeah, I was playing it. I haven't used any other playmat. I hung up the Library of Alexandria ever since you handed me that thing. I'm a convert.
Sick.
nice.
You were sitting there and you're like, I don't really like playmats, but you just like kept rubbing it.
remember
Like,
that.
Big one, dude.
Yeah, you were salivating.
Dude, I want you to have it. Yeah.
The Miriam says, "What's on the hat? Looks like a magic homunculus, but unaware of any Bosch adjacent Cyclops." That's just the GOLDSABER hat. The Miriam. This goes in every GOLDSABER illustration. It's just the
One
it's
day
the
I hope
law.
you do like a comically tiny one.
I think we did that recently.
Yeah, the Heliod that I just drew, he has like the tiniest
Oh, yeah.
little Gold Saber hat.
Got that Steamboat Willie energy.
yeah.
Big Steamboat Willie energy on this.
Big Willie style. Is that what that means?
That actually, I think that is what that means. Thank you. I think you're right.
Yeah, Will Smith had to get that cleared with Walt Disney. They unfroze
That's
him.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
They unfrozen for it.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a question real quick. Sorry to wake.
What's up?
Oh no, that was them waking up Walt Disney.
Oh, waking him up. I thought you were like.
They were being polite.
Oh no! Whenever I think of like, I just think of like the head in the Nixon head from Futurama.
Oh yeah.
That's big in my mind. I think about the Nixon head from. Dude,
I don't know what the
Brian,
rest
I gotta send you that meme of it's like the scene from American Psycho. They're like, let's look at Paul Allen's business card, but they're sharing deep fried JD Vance memes. It's so fucking funny. He's like, he's very nice, brother, but that's nothing. And they're like passing him back and forth.
Sounds by Moon is redeemed. Tim yells boom, same as it ever was.
Hey, what's up, Calvin? What's up, dude?
The Sir Maximus has suggested formally that we add a sewing mycospawn to the mat.
Maximus
you want me to ban him? You want me to ban him?
In a cage. We hate soy mycospawn.
What if we put sewing mycospawn on the mat, but it's like a gravestone with sewing mycospawn on it. Thoughts?
What if we
thing
do?
about that is I want the mat to be timeless.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's where I was
sewing
going with it.
mycospawn to be forgotten by history.
Yep.
I don't want
What
it to
about we
be
do-
memorized. That's like having a Robert E. Lee statue in your town square.
We got to do sewing Nike Spawn, and it's Spawn, the comic book character, making Nikes in a sweatshop.
Okay, listen. I was gonna tell you to shut the fuck up, but that's so fucking good, dude. Dude, the thing is this is what I feel about that card. Fucking sucks. It should have been like 5 mana. It sucks. Should have been 5 mana. I hate it. I want to play Uro forever. What do you think is the best way to play control? You got to play control. Do you think it's like beans or no?
Yeah, it's probably beans, and then you just like pretend sewing mycospawn doesn't exist, basically. It's some percent of the meta, 10, 15%, whatever. Still 90% of your opponents aren't going to play it, and you can just have a good time, except when you don't have a good time. That's how I would do it.
Because that's good advice. I was listening to somebody, they were saying that, somebody was saying like, I was playing maxed out on 4 consigns, and I saw 2 of them this ever match, and I still felt like I was under. It was just like, that's a bad sign. You know, if you have like all of your sideboard heaters, still feel.
Yeah, like I just don't know what happened in Modern Horizons 3 with the Eldrazi, because historically the big ones had cast triggers, the Emrakul, the Ulamog, like they're supposed to feel hard to stop. That's the flavor of a cast trigger.
Yeah.
But the little ones, your Thought-Knot Seers, the Eldrazi, like the one has a threaten on it or something. Like there's a bunch of the little ones with ETB triggers, and they're not cast triggers.
Yeah.
So why the little ones got cast triggers in Modern Horizons 3 is just breaking not only the rules but the flavor of the thing.
Right. And I also wonder, it's like Eldrazi too is like, Eldrazi as an archetype has always been, whether it's Tron or Cloud Post, it's been like a check on mid-range, but like mid-range wasn't even, and then it just like introduced some like really kind of severe like punishment to it. Do you know what I mean? It's like when people like to play like blue-white control. Wait, what is it? Sorry, what?
Hey Google, remind me sewing Nike Spawn.
It is wild. It is kind of wild to me though, like even specifically with sewing mycospawn, even like past the whole like cast trigger change for the set for whatever reason, it just feels like every single element of that specific card is like turned up as high as it could be. Like it searches for a land card. It very easily could have searched for like specifically a basic. When it's a cast trigger for both the kicker and the first. I get why it's both. I don't think they would have split it up, but like the land destruction bit could have been an ETB. It could have been destruction rather than exile, because that is very relevant for some instances. It every single aspect, and it's like a 3/3. The card could be a 2/2. It could be a 2/3. It could be a 1/2. It's every single element of the card is just like turned up to 15 for no reason.
Yeah, like they have those cycles in the Modern Horizon sets of like Pondering Mage and Serum Visionary that cast an iconic cantrip, but it's on a body. They just made one that's fucking Sinkhole. Why?
Yeah.
And like, given the context of how Eldrazi cards work, it's not a 4-drop, it's not a 6-drop, it's a 2-drop, then it's a 3-drop. That's just how Eldrazi decks are constructed. And 2 mana, 3/3, destroy target land. That's just Sinkhole guy.
Yeah, and I do think about that too. It's like, with like with Eldrazi and stuff. Yeah, like the check is they're really expensive. No, but you're also like the deck building restriction. Soul lands are just so, you know what I mean, and they have access. So many of them, right? Eldrazi, Ancient Tomb, Ivugin. It's just like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna plug into this bad boy, so I'm gonna just tune out real quick. But I'm gonna be joining us on the iPad, okay? But I'll still be here.
Don't worry, baby.
Oh,
Here.
he'll be joining us on the iPad.
Flex of the SpongeBob's.
Oh yeah, those Lothos SpongeBob.
Hey, give me some of this.
I'll mail you some, bro.
We'll be right back, everyone.
Nope. So this is the one I was talking about, the Heliod one. Well, why did I bring? I did something here where you're like, could you do? So this is my first double-sided mat. Ready? Shout out to
Looks
Joe.
great.
There's the warped eclipse, and there's already done. I was like, how do I portray a flip card on a playmat?
I'd say you did it.
Gotta give him a little hat. All right.
Tiny.
I'm looking forward to when Heliod flips and the player just rotates their playmat 180 degrees and throws their cards everywhere.
Starts doing lands in front.
They're like, what the hell? They're like, wait, what the hell? This just flipped.
This playmats? Never mind.
What were you to say?
I was just gonna say the playmat's got a bush.
Playmat's got a bush. This egg's got a
Oh no. This playmat's got a bush. I started drawing that Gucci Mane Rogue Rack thing in Procreate.
Everyone is saying the Heliod mat is insane.
Oh, thanks everybody. Oh, who else is insane? Chip, what's up, girl?
Now there's a bit of Discord on screen. Boom, fixed.
Oh, nice.
I'm basically a genius.
You are. God bless you.
And now
Wait, what?
our camera is open.
Yeah, I meant to insert. There he is, Mr. Brian.
Yay! I hit the applause button on my stream deck, just so you know.
Nice.
Dude. And then we're gonna go over this. Let's get this color here.
So, Tim, I don't know how much Cal relayed to you the setup conversation, but
Yeah.
I had two ideas that I'm equally appealed by, and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
I want the mat to be black, and then either like white lines or just insane color everywhere.
There's probably a way we can do both. How would we do that? So let's try doing it black. Let's try the challenge because that was your initial vision. And let's see if we can do it. And if it looks black,
I'm just imagining that awesome felt playmat and just like jet black, and then whatever happens on top of it is gravy. But I love a black playmat. I'm a less is more kind of gamer, and
me too.
I just like super clean. This is what it is. Look at it, kind of energy.
Based.
This is nice about those old spellgrounds too. Is like, it was just like one color on like what looked like high, So it was really, really fun.
Right.
So let's try that. Let's get a black background. And this will work nice because this. Oh yeah, you're crying. Chib's like, you're hanging out with your friends. You're not being. I know, Chib. And then we're using the background. Saber 5. What color were you thinking about as the base color?
I'm not sure. I wanted to
fill. I mean, like, sorry, if we're gonna put an ink on it, you want to do like a. I'm just saying, like, would a blue look cool? Would you like a gold look cool? Thinking.
Right. So, like, I was thinking if maybe like my face and like the BOSHNROLL banner is just white, and then the accoutrements, like Uro can be like the colors Uro is, and like Black Lotus could be the colors Black Lotus is, or like whatever we end up putting on this thing.
Yeah.
Like white middle color edges to create that contrast of look at this first, then start soaking in the rest.
All right. Let's hear. Yeah, if you say soaking, he just.
I black out. Sorry.
Blacks out.
Yeah, get started soaked. We know.
Hey, yo,
That's how it
Vinny,
continues.
welcome in. Vinny with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, buddy.
There's so many gifted subs. What a legend.
I know, it's a lot.
Love you, dude.
Vinny's the goat.
He's badass.
We love Vinny.
What up, Jeremy?
Jeremy says we haven't hit 2 hours yet. No talking about soaking.
All right.
We're still in Cal's rules territory.
Al's rules.
Cal's rules. You can't talk about
The rules just right.
You can't talk about docking. You can't talk about flashlights. You can't call.
No sounding. Kevin's not allowed to explain to us what sounding is again.
Speaking of Cal, though, unrelated, I was listening to the Magic Story podcast the other day, and the person reading the story to me pronounced it Colagon as Callahan.
Huh?
And it ruined my life. I spent like 2 days thinking, is that canonical? Have I been doing Colagon wrong and it's Callahan? But then they had like other WotC staff on the pod a few episodes later, and they were saying Colagon. So someone just messed with me for like 2 days.
I think it's open. It's like people who say Eugene or like Eugene.
No, that's wrong, dude.
Rather than Ugin.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's fucked up, man.
What about people that say Ragavan? Like they're the Queen of England.
Those are the kind of people that drive a Jeep with a bunch of like little rubber duckies on their dashboard, dude. Fuck
Isn't that every Jeep driver?
My coworker has that. I was like, what the fuck is that? And now he's like, I don't know.
It's just a Jeep thing, bro. It's just a Jeep thing,
I was
bro.
like, yeah, just ask her what it is. And she's like, oh, it's just a playful thing for Jeep people to do. And when we see other Jeep people, and let's say you wanted to have sex with their husband or wife, and you arrange your ducks in a certain order.
I'm to have sex with yours.
No, I'm just kidding. It has nothing to do with swinging. It's just
That's
so
the pineapple thing.
We have some more activity from chat. We have another Tim Yells Boom. We have to get that out of the way.
You got a base first time chatter.
And then some Wumbus says, I legit just learned what sounding is from Marine. Okay. And then we have an important question from Reactive. They said, how do you say it is the name of a 5-drop Bant creature?
Talk about this today, Tim.
From it has vigilance, and whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
That's Shulane.
He's Spanish.
I thought it was Holland because somebody said it's like old English. It's like but I think people say Chulane, but I think it's Holland. But that's kind of what I love about Magic.
Chulane.
Is that Chulane. The thing I love about Magic is that like Magic is like there's so many words as a child that like I talked about this before. Like I came across a really kind of sophisticated vocabulary as a kid. You know, I would look at the card like Simulacrum. I'm like, you know, like the old card of Simulacrum. You know.
Yeah, like Simulacrum and Homunculus. Like we learned all sorts of cool words. Just being in the fantasy space, reading books or looking at Magic cards.
Yeah, and I definitely did not know how a lot of them were pronounced. I just would try my best. And I think a lot of that, with even like Necro, is like, we always said Necropotence, and then everyone else says Necropotent. We always said Necropotence. I don't know why, but it's probably wrong. But
I say that as a joke when I'm trying to be an asshole.
But don't you think, I think back in the Ice Age era, I remember watching videos where people said, you know what I mean? Like, I think less people knew. There was not the
people
internet.
were just less literate in the 90s. We were dumber as a.
Okay, there was less consensus. You couldn't like get to the heart of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was no internet. You couldn't check.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't jack off at all. I don't know what people were doing before.
We have a lot of arguing about the Chilean, the correct pronunciation of Chilean. I don't understand what people are saying though. Omniscience, that's a classic.
I like how it's a game where you can pronounce stuff objectively wrong all the time, like Cam.
Or you could do it like Saffron Olive.
Vinny says he needs a Napoleon Dynamite's TOTS treasure token.
Oh yeah, tots.
That'd be sick to reveal in Pittsburgh. It would be
Yeah, you pull them out of your pocket, out of your cargo shorts pocket.
What's the tots thing about?
Give me some of your tots.
You haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite. Tim's too old for it.
Wow.
No, come on, I've seen Napoleon Dynamite.
Are you sure?
No, there's that scene where he's like, dude, come on, give me some of your tots. Because he puts his tater tots in his pocket.
No. It's my turn to do the scene.
Oh, do it.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It's because you're homeschooled and you never saw it, dude.
Dude,
yeah, it's one of those movies you only learn about from your classmates.
Napoleon Dynamite is unfortunately probably the movie I've seen most of my life, actually.
Your mother's like, Callahan, if you watch this movie, the devil's going to wiggle into your urethra at night. Do you want that to happen?
Actually,
have those dreams again?
It was one of the few movies I was allowed to watch, which is...
You were allowed to watch Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, yeah. It is the movie I've seen most of my life.
Is it only because you weren't allowed to watch
your
the
entire life
movie?
in a single house? Like Barbarian?
Wait, everyone said something at once, and I understood none of it.
If you were born, raised, and lived your entire life in a single house and never left, like the movie Barbarian.
No.
Oh, man. Just like that. It's just like that, Ryan.
Yeah, that's Cal in the basement, right?
Yeah.
Cal looks like part of the cast. Oh, no.
Oh, heck. Listen, guys. Only we can make fun of Cal. Now we have to defend him.
Yeah, chat. You leave Cal alone.
Hey, listen, Cal's a piece of shit, but he's our piece of shit. If you guys
only we can fucking make fun of.
Listen, listen.
Only we can make fun of Cal. Shut up.
We know
make fun of him all you want off stream, okay?
Yeah. We all know.
My Mac is attempting to kill me, so I'm gonna step away for a second and give him his dinner.
Okay.
Only Mac's allowed to bully me. Everyone else has to be nice to me.
I've met Mac. He is a bully.
He is.
You met Mac, dude, Mac?
Mallory's my favorite. Probably.
Yeah, Mallory's so cute, man. For anyone who wants to know about Cal's cats, Mallory and Mac. One is a sweet little girl, and one is a big fat tyrant. Yeah, I love him. He's a big fat tyrant, dude.
It's true.
True. He's also cute. He's also cute, and he loves Cal.
I think he I wouldn't say concussed himself today, but man, he came into my office and he tried to jump up onto my desk, like he does 5 times a day, but he just completely biffed it and ran full speed. His head just hit the side of my desk. It just he just ran into my desk. And I was just like, brother. And he just landed on the ground, and then I picked him up and put him on my lap, and he started purring up a storm. I was like, well, okay.
Did it make him more bitey?
No, he's just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, well, I think there's only one brain cell in there anyway, so I don't know how much worse it can get,
I saw this video the other day in my scrolling, and it was like a cat trying to make a jump from a fire escape to a nearby roof, and it missed, and it got caught on a clothesline halfway down and just spiraled to the ground and hit the ground, then just walked back up, sent it again, missed again. It went 5 times. It just kept falling 3 stories and hitting a clothesline on the way down and never gave up.
I love that persistence.
But you know what?
Really use that lesson.
Cats are wild.
Dude, you got any cats? You got a couple
I got
cats,
2.
It's got cuties. They look like my cat. Or I guess he looks like them.
How old your cat?
My cats are 10 years old. How old is yours?
I think Squid 4 is 6 now.
All right, so mine were the originals, and yours
But-
is Jake.
My dog's 12, so
But in dog years, that's like 1.
that's fair. That's fair. That's like 1. I wish.
Love my dog. Let's just talk about how much we love our pets. We love our pets, guys.
Yeah, if you love your pet, sound off in the chat.
If you love your pets, subscribe for 6 months.
What up, John? Useless.
Useless, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Do
Man, it's looking good.
you think it looks like you? Are you flattered? Do you think that made you look okay? It looks like you.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like a GOLDSABER
version of you.
artified version.
It reminds me of the Newman's Own dressing.
That's it. That's what I'm going for. I'm really going for a Newman's Own dressing coated. Ben Roethlisberger, hog cranking, Brian.
You ever just wonder what Roethlisberger's up to right now? Where'd he go?
Dude,
What's he up?
Okay,
What's he doing?
wait, hold on.
I don't think I have the stomach to do that.
Bro, have you seen his fedoras?
Literally, no. I don't give a shit.
Bro, he dresses like the ghost of Men's Warehouse past. He dresses in like the craziest fucking shit. He wears like he has the same like tailor as like Lori Lightfoot. He wears like these big floppy suits. That's the real big. Ben Roethlisberger and Lori Lightfoot are like, oh, they have the craziest outfits, dude.
I heard Ben Roethlisberger, so I had to reappear. What's up, everybody?
He dresses like a gangster. He wears like weird fedora.
Ben, is that you? Is Ben in the chat?
And Ben's like, shut the fuck up. Sorry, Michael.
He's on in my house right now.
I'm going for Dick Tracy, not Lori Lightfoot.
Dude, I'm pretty positive Ben Roethlisberger plays Tron. I can say on good authority.
That's like the only archetype you can like have CTE and play, right?
Yes. Can confirm.
We got Scoop.
Yeah, if your
and
baseline
John
is
in the chat.
127 as you go through your life, it's perfect.
What'd you say, Cal?
So we got Scoop and John in the chat.
Oh, Scoop.
What up?
No. There goes the neighborhood.
I know.
It's like we're at a hot topic in 2004.
Because of those two guys would be in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, it's because Scoop got kicked out of Spencer's Gifts, so that's why he's
To spend too much time near the boob hats.
They had to kick him
I
out.
wouldn't stop laughing at the dildos.
He said, they saw those guys there. They both said, gotta get my new Limp Bizkit CD. Oh, man.
I can see Scoop getting bounced for putting his dick on the those electric balls where like the electricity follows your finger when you touch them.
Wait.
What, dude? One of my friends
back wall of
got
Spencer's
arrested
Gift.
for shoplifting from Spencer's Gift, and the thing that he got arrested for shoplifting was like a novelty dick koozie. And he it was like a Snuggie for your dick. And he
don't wear capes.
He took it out of his out of the packaging, and then he was in another store with it when he got caught, and they escorted him to the security office, holding his shirt like a dweeb, and then the other hand the guy's holding the dick koozie. Pretty good.
Wow.
Gotta put it on immediately. Go straight to the bathroom, lock it in.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Frisk you?
Yeah.
John says, I def tipped the static ball in a Spencer's.
Oh yeah.
I'm not surprised.
What was that other thing of that was it was a bunch of pins and you could put your hand in it. You just made a middle finger. That was the only thing to do with it.
I would smash my face right into those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What the fuck were those things?
They sell those at museums too, or hippie toy stores.
Hippie toy stores. Speaking of hippie toy stores, I was telling my students this. I was saying something. I said I was teaching this lesson about Lewis Wayne, and I was like, yeah, these are kind of kaleidoscopic images. And no offense to my students, but no one knew what a fucking kaleidoscope. I was like, was that a thing of my generation? I was like, I'm like, you motherfuckers don't know what a kaleidoscope is? I didn't say that. I said, oh.
They got an app.
Is this Photoshop or something?
Yeah, I'm like, would you guys get an app for that? They didn't know what a kaleidoscope was.
That's funny.
So I was explaining to them like what a kaleidoscope was. I'm like, kind of like a periscope. I'm like, and they're like blank stares. I'm like, the things pirates use to look for land? And they're like, oh. But I'm like, imagine if you look at it, it's just some crazy ass colors and shit.
Yeah, it's like if you hit DMT and then look through a telescope.
So speaking of hippie towns and hippie toys, Jerome, Arizona, shout out to Jerome, Arizona, really cool ghost town up in this like mountainside, old mining town near Sedona. It's like kind of like a hippie town now, like full of like Reiki places,
full
and
of
stuff.
hippies.
Full of hippies, people wearing white guys with dreadlocks, white ladies with dreadlocks, patchwork pants, you know the stuff. Anywho, we're there and they have a kaleidoscope shop. And Allie's like, I kind of want to go into a kaleidoscope shop. I'm like, you do want to go in the fucking kaleidoscope? I'm like, what are we going to do? Like,
The whole shop for kaleidoscopes.
Yeah, she's like, well, you don't have to go in. I was like, if you're going in, I'm going to go in the shop. I'll go in. It was so fucking cool.
I was about to say,
bet.
you are going to go in there and you're going to be like, whoa.
fucking cool.
They started a kaleidoscope business for a reason, dude.
Dude, it was like 2 hours later. And she's like, we have to go. I got to get the dogs water. I'm like, no. She's like, I need 5 more minutes. And it was so cool. Because like real, like nice kaleidoscopes are big and bougie and sick and like craziest colors. It really was it was so cool. I would never, ever would think about
What
going,
do you buy
it
a
was
kaleidoscope for?
You can never fucking buy them.
A
'cause they're
preschool
so-
teacher?
No, dude, they're so expensive because they're all just like some hippie glass maker, some like hippies making these things. And they're like, yeah, that one's pretty good, dude. That one's actually alligator. Or you can't get that anymore. It's actually got tiger's eye in it. That one's like $9,000. I was like, do you ever sell these things? Like, not often. You know, it's like, I was like, who buys these?
Oh, so they were selling weed.
No, they're just probably rich kids.
And what's your most expensive kaleidoscope?
Mine, I don't have
Yours, yeah. What's in your stash?
in my stash. I wish I had an expensive one. I don't even think I own one, but that shop definitely had ones that were like, I would say, yeah, like several $1,000s.
Dang.
I think I'd like to have an $11,000 kaleidoscope on each of my eyes.
Oh yeah, instead of glasses.
I wouldn't, dude. That's the only thing we can do to get Kev to stop gooning.
They gotta make me nauseous by giving me 2 interpolated kaleidoscopes.
Yeah.
How would that stop the gooning? That would
I get
encourage
too
it.
distracted. I
don't
can't
know.
find my dang hog. I'm too dizzy.
That's
What
what
if there's
did.
also a kaleidoscope on your hog?
It lines up perfectly.
Hold up, let him cook. All right, I'm listening. There's a kaleidoscope on the hug. You're like, sorry, baby, the kaleidoscope stays on. The kaleidoscope stays on.
It's for enrichment. Dude, I think my wife just got home with Taco Bell for me.
Dude.
Yeah. Katie wants to know if you were on DeviantArt back in the day.
Dude.
Oh, DeviantArt? Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. That was like, dude, DeviantArt, that was like back in the day. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of the big thing I used to do, kind of my art past, is like when I was in college. There was like an independent music fund. It was called the Fan Club Collective. It was at Cornell, and they would make like, we just like kind of bring like hipster bands in the early aughts to campus because we wanted to be relevant and cool. So, but we got like some stuff. We got like, I don't know, of Montreal and Cat Power to come and stuff. Other bands. But we got like Jason Molina, some really cool.
Jason Derulo.
Yeah, I don't remember who else.
Jason Derulo.
Dude, I saw Jason Derulo sing at the halftime show of the Thanksgiving game.
Who is Jason Derulo? I don't even know that.
He's like a pop star who always sings his name in the beginning.
I'm into Jason Derulo. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't name a song, but I know I've heard a bunch.
Trumpets. There's a song called Trumpets.
Oh, I'm thinking of Mambo Number 5.
Oh, that's Lou Bega.
I know when he goes, the trumpet.
The trumpet.
I did own that CD though. I got it for my birthday one year.
That's awesome. That was my favorite song for at least 2 years.
I was explaining to my wife.
My favorite
I was
song.
like,
It's my
you ever
ringtone.
Vega or
come
Jason?
full circle and realize that you like the Weird Al Yankovic versions of most songs better than the songs themselves? Or is that just me?
I saw an interview with Lin-Manuel Miranda where he was talking about Weird Al, and he was like, "It's the same song, but it's funny. Therefore, it's a better song."
Yeah, makes sense. He was like, he actually is weird.
He's cool, dude.
Yeah, and
Big Weird Al
Lin-Manuel
fan.
Miranda made it clear Weird Al is one of his biggest influences. The way he could just change, he could take the same instrumentation and the same style, but then do something totally different than intended with it. And
Nice.
that's why we got Hamilton. Like, it's a direct line.
That's how we got
Yeah,
penicillin and the fleshlight as well.
It's so fucking funny. I fucking love Weird Al. He's so
We're seeing
cool.
him in Vegas. He's playing during
Yeah.
as we're on Vegas.
Oh, man. I got to tell my wife.
Yeah, there's a little squad. We got tickets already.
Dang.
What?
that's
He's
awesome.
playing in Vegas during the Magic Con?
We gotta
Yeah.
we gotta go, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get a squad together. Get your tickets.
Oh, dude.
We just
dude,
learned that
hell
Weird Al
yeah.
is playing in Vegas when we're there.
Well,
Want to go?
I got to go. I've got to go, dude.
I hate to
I got that. What's up?
I hate to interrupt,
There's
but
one.
someone has redeemed a GameCube show and tell.
Oh, please.
All right. Hi, everyone. It's me, Cal. Popping onto your screen. It's me. I'm here. How's it going? Boom. There I am. Someone has redeemed the strangest thing that we put on this list, and that is
Who's
the
we? Who's we, dude?
Tim made me put it on here. He forced me. Let's get out of the way. There we go. I can put it over here.
I just want to know, Cal, this is bullshit. I thought we were making the BOSHNROLL playmat. Why were we looking at your fucking GameCubes?
It comes with the territory, unfortunately. The Jet Addiction said, Cal hates me every time I do this. I'm 3 in. How many more are there? Well, if you're 3 in, there's 8 more. So
Good lord.
I'm just going to grab one. A little bit of a different. Oh, yeah. Plug that iPad in, baby boy.
No, I can do it. Just gotta figure out how to. Oh, I'll do it right here. I know it. Plug this thing into this thing. Sorry, I'm low tech, guys. I'm old school. I'm old school.
Oh, does the show and tell include your underpants? Because we got that too.
It's true. It does. Free of charge. Hey, everyone.
Show us your game box.
Right, I fucking love you, dude.
This is a Nintendo GameCube controller. It looks like a Nintendo GameCube controller, except it has a massive keyboard in the middle of it.
That's mine. My favorite.
2 different manufacturers made this. It was explicitly only for use with Phantasy Star Online, the very popular MMORPG video game, which was on the GameCube. Well, it wasn't very popular on the GameCube. It was popular on a lot of other consoles. And if you wanted to chat with your friends, you could use this massive GameCube controller. That's it. That's what I have for this show and tell.
How much does it weigh?
It's very light. Not much more than a normal GameCube controller, honestly.
Well, if your right hand is on the right side and your left hand is on the left, what are you typing with?
Oh, man. Demonstrate.
I don't know. I think you have to just stop gaming and type. Or you could like peck with your
Boring.
C A, you know.
Yeah, I want the nose to be part of it, the chin, something like that.
Preferably the boxer shorts. Oh, dude. Peg asked about you today, by the way.
Who did? Oh, Peg.
Peg, she said, hey, you're bringing all these boxes in. Where's Horn Dog? Where's Cornhole? Cal made like such a big impression on the lady at the post office that
Just by your nickname.
she just loved calling him Corn Dog, Cornhole, Horn Dog. Horn Dog is some sort of wish fulfillment fantasy. I'm sure.
Cornhole?
Cornhole. She calls him Horn Dog.
She definitely
He's a
called him
tall-
legs.
She's like, he's a tall fella.
Yep. I'll drink a water.
We love Peg. I'm buying Peg a gift certificate at her favorite bar because she's been
awesome.
so nice. She's been awesome. Because the other post office was like, if you don't bring a manifest, sir, I don't know if we can do these orders. You little piece of shit. They're like being so mean to me. And then Peg was just like, you can bring whatever you want to our post office. We love Peg. We love you, Peg.
I'm already in on Peg. I don't even know her, but
Yeah,
she's
name alone in
Peg.
Okay, Peg is basically straight out of like, she's from a Christopher Guest or like movie, or like a movie from like the Coen brothers, like small town, knows everybody, does funny shit all the time. She likes to tie one on. She can tell you like she knows all the best chicken wing spots in upstate New York. She's really cool. She hooked me up with like a good mechanic who let any car pass inspection. She's that kind of.
He knows a guy who knows a guy.
She knows a guy. And she's like, you just tell them the gals from the post office sent you. I will, dude. I will. I was like, call him like, hello, Mr. Crandall, gals from the post office. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. So like,
He's like, yeah, that'll be an extra $300.
no way, dude. Pet. People love it, dude.
The last time she was in here, she made a sexual pass at me.
That's just you, horn dog.
Nah, fair enough.
She's like, what? It's in the name.
His name's Horn Dog. What do you want me to do? He's just asking for. Look
I'm
where
respecting his culture.
Yeah, so look what he's wearing.
Saw his
He's
underpants when he bent over.
Yeah. He bent over and showed me his box. Why does she kind of sound like David Lynch when I do her?
Yeah, she's like, the thing is called quinoa.
I left my shoe untied for good luck.
Dude, R.I.P. to a real one.
True. Ooh, is this a hand, Tim?
Oh, you got it. Well, whose hand is it?
Cole's
Whose
hand.
hand is it? Ooh,
I knew who this
Brian.
was when the first chain link came together.
Yeah.
I've been
Dude,
watching it
Oh,
happen.
bro.
wow, dude. Earl's hand is like is more iconic than Earl. It's like this big dumb hand, like in the. It's so good. Like I knew when I saw the first chain. Just like these big, like he has these like big vegetal fingers and like the chain link.
And his big surprise looking mouth.
Oh yeah, oh god, dude.
We got Modanon in the chat with the right call out, which is Uro's big wet mouth.
Oh dude, Earl's big wet mouth. Let's get some Uros in chat. Can we get it? Can someone just say Earl? I don't know. Is that a thing? Do we have an Earl emoji?
No.
Earl, we do, dude. Earl's my favorite. I fucking
I
love
feel like
Earl.
some streamer has to have an Uro, has
Is
to
it Uro
have an
face?
Uro like emote.
Yeah, the Earl face is just so good, you know.
You draw one, we can make it an emote.
True.
Well, draw one now, dude. I fucking love
how do
Earl.
you draw chains?
Oh, did you do the chain thing again? Wow, you just
Same
like
thing in the upside down phaser time.
Look,
chains thing I've done, but
these are
it's like
cool.
all I
These
do.
are cool tips and tricks that maybe
Yeah.
only 5 people in chat have.
We're
heard.
never gonna teach you new tips and tricks, just those ones.
Yeah, these chains
Sure.
coming together is actually awesome out of the negative
so
space.
Yeah, the way you'd make chains is like, you know, if I was doing this at a negative space, so let's say this is actually kind of cool. I've never done that in negative space, but what I was kind of doing was I got like this bar, and then I have the ones that are front facing, and then I have the ones that are foreshortened wise, and then front facing, and then foreshortened because they're long wise. That you kind of make sure they're the right same length, and then if you were let's say you were gonna make the chain twisting, you know, like kind of like we are here, you could see how. Just imagine each thing is like a rectangle. So I have the rectangle, and then you'll have some foreshortening, but it won't so much that it's just like a line. So you'd see it like, you know, this. See what I'm talking about? There still is some foreshortening, but not complete. Like this one will be thinner because it's turning maybe at a 45-degree angle. So that's how we do chains. That's how we do chains
Around these parts.
Around these parts. Our Earl's got chains. Dude, Earl is so cool, man. I just like, I think, I don't know what it is about it. It's just like, it's a cool card. I think it's like I was playing in a meta that was just like, it was in Arizona. So, you know, we were in a rural part of Arizona and people were like, you come to F&M and you just want to win. You just want to spike it, you know? So everyone, it was just like a burn. Like everyone just played burn. It was just like, everyone played aggro, and I'd come like, oh, I have a sweet. I'm gonna come up with it, and then you're just like, everyone plays like team or battle rage, and just like get killed. It was like death shadow, burn, prowess, and I was like, dude, this is so annoying. And then I just started like bringing just like big sloppy Uro piles and just sitting on the meta, and people hated it. I'd be like, oh, and there's like, oh, it's like my deck can only deal 20 damage. You can't gain any life. And I loved Earl so much for that. I was playing it in like Modern and Pioneer, and like it was just the anodyne to like Northern Arizona aggro slop. And I just like, I loved it so much. It became my favorite card. I would talk to my wife about it. I'm like, Earl's cool. People don't like it, but like his mouth is cool, and he's like, he doesn't have flying for some reason. And I was like, always. She's like, so my wife would listen to me talk about how much I like Earl. And then when he got banned, I was like in my bedroom with like I'm like, I guess I just have to play more Legacy now. But now he's like not even. He's been pushed out of Legacy. I love him.
Yeah, thanks, Sewing Myco Spawn.
Yeah, fucking dude. We should have like Uro shooting Sewing Myco Spawn.
Give it like 6 days. Hopefully, we'll be free again.
Yeah, dude. Oh, somebody was saying, it was Phil. You guys are on. I listen to your show sometimes. Eternal Glory. Like, what is the rationale really for banning like the troll causes of doom? I think like it's the Entomb thing. I don't think the troll is really. Do you, or am I missing something?
So like troll. The thing about Entomb Reanimator is you could fight over the Entomb and then all the reanimates are dead, and it's like a really essential choke point for a deck like that. But Troll of Khazad-dûm just places itself directly in the graveyard. You can't even like stifle the cycle because the cost is putting Troll in the graveyard. And it's just like, imagine you get to play 8 polluted deltas and 4 of them are also Entomb that's uncounterable. It just kind of lets the reanimate decks go apeshit on playing reanimate effects because they'll always have something to target with them. And it's kind of like a in the weeds surgical ban option to protect Reanimator as an archetype. Because I think Reanimator is cool. I wish I want people to be able to do that if that's what they're into. And it's a lot easier to ban Troll. And then if we're wrong, ban Entomb and unban Troll 6 months from now, than it is to ban Entomb and then give it back someday.
I agree. Okay, well said. Thank you. That makes total sense. Yeah, it does seem kind of free. The power doesn't seem so high, but the opportunity cost is so low. And you could ban it without like taking my lynch saying.
Right. And it really comes down to what Wizards of the Coast thinks is important. And I don't know their internal ban philosophy, but Aaron Forsyth has said they don't ban format pillars. They prefer to ban a bunch of things that make the pillars broken so people get to keep their pillars. And the question on everyone's mind is Entomb a pillar worth protecting, or is it a card that it could just go if it's busted?
I think it is a pillar because that is the deck, especially because I will say it's incredibly powerful. But just brewing in CDH, there's nothing was close to the power level. You know what I'm saying? Like
Entomb is a 1 of 1 with no real replacement.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh, the next best thing is a sorcery speed nerf 2 mana, and it's like, oh, I can have it on a creature for 4 fucking mana. It's so powerful. it's a 1 mana instant speed tutor to the zone you want it in.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of a 1 mana demonic tutor at instant speed.
Yeah, it's like a gamble that always hits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, card's fucked up. I agree. But I think it's because it's so singularly powerful. It needs to exist, kind of like Force of Will. Like, Force of Will is like so on its island on its own in terms of permission in that format where you can have 4 of them. Like, yeah, like if you wouldn't print it today, but now that it's here, like that's what the blue decks are built. That's the foundation that the blue decks are built on. So I agree with you. I think you should protect it, actually.
Yeah, and like Force of Will and Wasteland are objectively rancid. Like those cards are not good designs, and they kind of suck to play against, but they do also, like, imagine the alternative in a unbound eternal format like Legacy. It's like you can win on turn 0. We need Force of Will. You have fetch lands, dual lands, triomes, everything, perfect mana. We need Wasteland. Like Cloud Post and Tabernacle are legal. Dark Depths, that speed stage. We need Wasteland. Like these things that suck ass are now necessary, and they're the good guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're the good guys because I also think Wizards, for like fun philosophy, they're never going to print answers at the power level of the threats they're printing. The threats are just way outclass the answers. Just way outclassed.
Like my maybe hot take is that Modern Horizons 1 and 2 were great for Eternal formats because most of the busted things they printed, there was like Hogak and Ragavan as outliers, but in general, the things they were printing were slowing games down. Like we got Force of Negation, Endurance, Solitude, Plague Engineer. These things like better removal, Prismatic Ending. Most of what Modern Horizons offered to Eternal formats was backstops to slow down the busted stuff. And that's good. But then Modern Horizons 3, they were kind of out of ideas and then just broke it off on the aggression side. And I don't know. Like, I think Modern Horizons 3 sucks a lot. But the first 2 Modern Horizons were pretty good for Eternal formats.
I agree. I was looking back. I had a bunch of store credit at my shop. I forgot that we were so close to getting Tarkir. Otherwise, I just would have saved it. I really wanted like a couple singles from MH3. And I was like, I have like a ton of store credit. So I just got a box and I cracked it. And I was just like looking at the cards again now with the knowledge of how everything panned out. And I was like flabbergasted at the power level of everything from common to uncommon. What in the actual fuck?
Yeah, like, I actually got a stack right next to me. I played like a Legacy tournament 2 weekends ago, and there was a bounty of a Modern Horizons 3-pack for beating me, and I got to keep the ones that I defended. And just like going through this stack that's on my desk right now, Nyxborn Hydra, just insane common pauper, like metagame player, Null Elemental Blast, Thraben Charm, all of the MDFCs. I got a Suppression Ray here, a Disciple of Freyalise, and a Hydroelectric Specimen.
It is so crazy. I'm finally once again putting together pauper decks. I have 5 coming in the mail, and so many of the role players, like I used to play a lot of pauper 7 years ago, and it's so many of the same cards, except so many classic cards have simply been replaced by MH3 commons.
Yeah.
Non-creature spells.
I wish. Were you guys shocked that like certain cards were like, oh, the best rate we've ever seen this is at 2 mana or something? Like I saw like that Marauder, that common, where it's like, oh, it's just Fleshbag Marauder, but 1 mana cheaper. Like that's it. Like it wasn't even creative. Some of these things are like, oh, this is an effect I've seen before, but at instant speed.
Yeah, literally, Cal, in my hand right now, in this pile I was reading card names from, Sneaky Snacker, Nyxborn Hydra, Refurbished Familiar, Riding Chrysalis, Basking Broodskale.
Yeah.
These are just commons from the set.
And Thraben Charm.
Yeah, that one gets played too. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it kind of fucked up. What the hell?
I should play Sneaky Snacker, and then I can say, I'm Jerry Thompson.
Sneaky
every time I
Snacker.
cast one.
Sounds like my... Never mind.
The last episode of the Jerry T podcast I listened to, he was like, I'm going to play Sneaky Snacker in Legacy. Wait, no, modern. My bad.
What does Sneaky Snacker do? You were playing it, Brian. You were playing it, Popper. What does it do again?
Yeah, it's a 2/1 flying for blue black, and it's a fairy rogue. And when you draw your third card in a turn, you return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Well, okay. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you just like loot it away, then cast Brainstorm or Lorien Revealed, and then it's back.
And it's, I just cheated into play. What's the power and toughness on it?
2/1 flying.
That's a pretty good rate, man.
Yeah, and Spellstutter Sprite is one of the defining cards of Pauper, and it's a fairy rogue, so like you got that going for you too.
Yeah, man, it's kind of and that's just like a throwaway comment. And like we're not even talking about like brood scale. Like what the fuck, dude? That card is incredible.
I think Broodscale and Sneaky Stacker are awesome. Like I actually really like the Broodscale combo existing in Pauper. Maybe the Jund version with Writhing Chrysalis is too good. But I do like the existence of the Golgari shell if it has to commit its game plan to being a combo deck. I think that is a cool thing that exists.
So what is I knew that Chrysalis was like a most defining card in like limited. What is they're just playing it like in those decks mostly in Pauper, or where did it find home?
So there's Jund Ramp is a deck. The Cleansing Wildfire, you can target your own indestructible artifact lands with it to ramp and draw a card.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the cantripping rampant growth. Like that's the thing you could do. So you're accelerating into Chrysalis. There is like regular Jund and Gruul ramp decks, and then there's also the hybrid Jund Broodscale combo deck that gets to play Chrysalis.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, but it's just a powerful ass card. It brings in so many bodies. I'm just amazed by like the power creep of like common cards. Just as a limit, somebody who used to play a lot of limit. Hey, the hardest part about playing limited is time. I don't have time to like sit and play limited anymore. It takes a long time.
It's tough to get a draft in.
Yeah, if like I ever got to go on like vacation, like just show up at a random shop, go to an F&M and draft. I just don't get the time.
I'm trying to send you on vacation.
Someday soon.
Part of the farm.
Well, you know, we finally found a good farm sitter.
Sick.
A neighbor, one of the guys working the renovation in the kitchen. He grew up on a farm and lives next door. He's a super nice kid. And in fact, one time when our cows got out, he was like the neighbor who like came over. So good kid.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's got lots of animals and he loves like okie and stuff. He's super nice. His name's Bert.
Bert, that is a very farmhand ass name.
Yeah, his name's Bert, and Bert is a good kid. Also, Bert smokes weed, so I gave him all the edibles that we had left over. Shout out to Chicken Richard, Patron Pete, for giving us those edibles that I don't even smoke weed, but I gave them to the farm boy, and he loved them. He's like, my
Farm boy loved them.
He was like, my back was hurting, and now it doesn't hurt anymore. I was like, cool, man. Hell yeah. He's legal. He's 21. I didn't get minor drugs. He's 21.
Yeah, that's legal age for weed.
In New York
To any
State.
cops and or Ben Roethlisberger's out there listening.
Any Ben
JD Vance, we know you're here.
JD, it's okay. Don't tell Usha.
Don't criminalize weed again.
All right,
sir.
Tib, we've gotten this question a couple times. Will these be available for purchase after the stream?
Yeah, Brian, we're going to work it out so that I believe stop me if I'm wrong. I think we're going to work it out so your Discord members get first crack and they get the hookup and they'll get a homie hookup on it, and then I will gladly sell them through my platform for Brian, and then give Brian half the money because he's my homie.
Yeah, I'm hoping that these are available to anyone who wants them. I don't really, want to do a 50 or 100 cap. I don't know how many will sell. Maybe it'll be 5. Maybe it'll be 500. But I am hoping that we make it work for everyone who wants to get one.
Yeah, I agree. And then but I'm willing to give as always, my patrons. If you're one of my patrons, get the 10% off on anything because you guys know the code, and I'm sure Brian, I'll send that to your guys too, or gals in your Discord. They can get 10% off.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And Tim, these are
I'm
going to
getting
be
one.
these are going to be flocked only.
Flocked only. Yeah, these will just be off. Warning though, they will be a little bit more. They cost me like $6 or $7 more a unit, but they're really beautiful. I wouldn't sell them.
Yeah, they're worth it. I don't want just like another playmat in the world. I want this to be. I want people to put their cards on this and realize they don't need another one.
Yeah, amen, dude. Amen. This is going to be a chain. I think doing black on black, I really have to just kind of like provide myself with like it. This is a challenge, Brian, like drawing reductively, but I love it. So thanks for.
It looks amazing. I love like negative space and adding by subtracting and less is more. Like this is so sweet to watch it come together.
Oh, thanks, man. It's funny. I get so into this that like I forget what it looks like. Brian, I'm willing to afterwards. I'll export the file. They do a really cool thing in this program in Procreate where like I can just export the whole time lapse of us drawing, and you can have it.
Sick.
It's super cool.
And it doesn't record voices, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah, so you can use any Italian slur you want.
Yeah, you can read us your social security card right now.
Oh, good. I have it right here. I've been waiting for my invite.
I've been waiting for my moment. I've been waiting for a chance to dox myself.
Brian, what events are you going to do at the? Do you know what you're going to do for the Pittsburgh tournament for Steel City?
Yeah, the Steel City Spectacular. I'm gonna try to win another Black Lotus, and then
is there a Lotus on the? Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, 15 proxy vintage for a Black Lotus is one of the main events.
Holy fuck, dude! I did not realize.
Yeah, like so the Steel City Spectacular is in August and the NYSE is in June.
Oh,
that's 2 Black Lotus tournaments this summer.
Yeah, that's so sick, dude.
Damn.
I'm trying to finish the playset.
Yeah, because you have 2, right?
Yeah, I got 2.
Jeez,
dude, man.
Too bad I'm gonna freaking crush you. Sorry. Just kidding.
Dude, you're living out your childhood dream, man. Every kid who grew up, who was like my age or Brian's age, like fantasize about a Black Lotus. Brian, I was listening to like a podcast one time, and some guy was like, "Yeah, I grew up in the." I think I've told you the story. He was like, "I grew up in the '90s, you know, and like you go to the mall, and like everyone like Black Lotus and Mox, and we'll just throw them in the garbage because they had 0 mana cost." I was like, "What mall did you go to?" I was like, "Because when I was a kid, those cards were scarce as hell, even when
that's
Do you know what I mean? Like they were chase cards forever. They're not just chase cards now.
Yeah, people knew about Moxin pretty early. I think all of those stories are BS. Like, you know how many people I've met in my life who said they figured out Black Lotus Channel Fireball first? Like, it's like 30 different dudes said that they invented that. And
maybe in your
us,
neighborhood.
I suspect none of them did, for real.
Yeah. I agree.
On your playground.
Well,
I assume Scaphalias invented it.
Who's Scaphalias?
He's one of the original playtesters of the game.
Oh, dude. Brian, I'll show you.
Uncle.
I'll show you. I have my one playtest card I show on stream sometimes. I got the Swamp, which is the one I always wanted.
I love that one.
The Devonian Sea Swamp. Did you see that Latanzi just posted the only complete playtest Power 9 online?
I saw that. That's crazy. Someone linked me to that, and I was like, yeah, nah.
It's just so cool to see it, though, you know?
Yeah, that it even survived and exists and is out there is great.
And I'd heard that they were on playing cards, some of those, and it's cool to see one of them where they actually are on like the like bicycle playing cards that they were put on.
That would make the most sense if I was proxying up an entire game.
Just do it.
I would have done the exact same thing. I like doing these vines, you know, these kind of like you're doing some fine line work and then doing these kind of scratchy vine work. And
I know. Ro sucking off Brian.
Yeah, dude.
The only being with a mouth big enough.
No, but then his wife is watching and she's giving a thumbs up. She's saying, "This is okay. I want him to have this experience."
All right, guys, watch the Discord. I'll start sending pics for reference.
I like this because like at a time, Corn Dog gonna embarrass you. He's like, "Come on, guys, don't be too gross. Brian's coming on. Like, don't embarrass."
That's not what I said at all.
Yeah, he was like, Brian
He said, this doesn't need to be said, but then says it.
yeah, and he's like, "Listen, dude, he's like, BOSHNROLL's coming on. He's the most legit guest we've had. Don't fuck it up, you guys. No one talk about smegma."
And we haven't. To be fair, we haven't talked about Smegma.
My favorite Pokemon.
Oh, maybe I was gone.
I'm being framed.
So Cal is a big wuss baby, is what I heard.
It's true. I like to keep the Twitch PG-13 because all the money goes to me from the Twitch. So if we get banned, I'm the one who suffers.
You're allowed to say Smegma in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, it's not even a swear word. It's just a medical
It's just
thing.
a medical
It's just a
term.
medical term.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough.
Smegma. It's
You got
part
me
of
there.
life.
You got me there.
I think I just like the
Part of
head
life.
coming down and the arm. I think like adding the other arm in his like weird little dangling is too much. I just want to put some like more vines and chains coming down.
I feel like-
because I don't want him to take over too much.
I feel
he's
I feel like this sneaking down from the top. I feel like I'm playing Arena circa 2020 right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did they have like one of those?
Oh yeah, he had a
like,
huge animation.
There you go.
Yeah, the Uro animation
You do
is
this
the
tuck
stuff of
noise?
legends.
It's so big. It like it's his art. He like comes down from the top of the screen and like wiggles around.
Mhm.
Oh dude, I have to see this. I didn't
Yeah, I
have
think he still
online.
does it.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of
probably, if he's legal in any formats.
all of the cards. Oh, I'm sure he's an all-star in Brawl. Honestly,
And Timeless.
yeah.
I want to play Uro and CDH just to say, give me the, because everyone makes fun of like you couldn't play CDH. I'm like, hell, you couldn't. Like Simic's just cracked. The card pool, he is an outlet. The card pool is cracked. Like, what are you talking about? Like, of course you could play Uro. You could do whatever the fuck CDH, because it's like 90. It's 99 card singleton with most powerful cards. And Simic is just fucked up. You know what I mean?
I like the idea of Uro CEDH when decks are playing like 25, 26 lands and you have 40.
Yeah.
I know. I love playing. Well, I think I was on close to 40 lands in mine, and I had a ton of success with that because I got to do all the Ashaya combos, and landfall is really hard to interact. You know, and if the game's going long, you got this like weird uninteractable. It's like you know what I mean, Brian? It's like when the meta wants to go long, lands fucking feasts. You know.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
lands-
that's where Island Ponder Keep came from. I mean, you're talking about CDH, but I'm talking about Legacy. Like that Island Ponder Keep era, the top two decks were Moon Stompy and Delver, the Blood Moon deck and the Wasteland deck. Me just with 7 basic lands in my deck. That's
so-
where I, cut my teeth. That's where I got my bones. That's where the stream launched.
Really? Yeah. Moon Stompy is I think that Moon Stompy, like a card that I think is like kept that alive is that Broadside. That Broadside is such a powerful card, man.
Card rules.
Yeah, I think that card's an appropriate level of bomb, don't you think?
Yeah. Like if anything needs to happen to the Stompy decks in general, it's the One Ring. But I'm not like in a hurry. I'm not screaming from the rooftops about that. But
Right.
If Ancient Tomb needs to be cut back, the One Ring is the card to go. I think Broadside Bombardiers is awesome.
Yeah, it's such an interesting card because it changes these weird match and it does the one thing that it needed. It gave it some interesting reach. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, there are certain games where like Phil's like, oh yeah, I think people they like Fury and then throw it at him and he's like, oh, he's like, how did this happen? Like off the top rope. And I kind of love that deck. I like Broadside. I mean, it's not a deck I play, but I think Broadside is just such a cool, interesting, weird card from like what the Caverns of Ixalan Commander set. Like what the dude, this Earl looks so fucking
It looks really
cool.
good, dude.
I
That looks
painted an
insane.
Earl in
Good job.
reverse, like dude, it looks so cool. Allie, it's Earl, dude. Look.
Dan earlier said wives are unfortunately the subset of people that have heard the word Uro the most from
Wait, wives
Anyone
are
else?
what?
wives of
What'd you
Magic
say?
players have heard the name Uro more than anyone else.
I said it 3 times in my wedding vows.
That's awesome. You'll appreciate this, Brian. My wedding vows, part of it, and Cal will appreciate, part of it was the original One Piece theme song, but you couldn't even tell. It was good.
That's awesome.
Solid.
Some weeb shit, dude. Some weeb shit right there.
I hate.
Hey, made my mom cry, baby.
I fucking hate One Piece.
Do you really?
I got 2 pieces for you. These here bony ass middle fingers of mine.
No, I love One Piece.
When I was on the res, man, the kids loved One Piece, and that was like the big ones they were into.
One Piece, they probably identify with for sure.
And what's the One Piece was huge? Naruto was Naruto or whatever. One Piece, DBZ, and what's the one with like the little girl has like
Hunter?
that roll in her mouth? Yeah, that one. You know what I'm saying. Little girl
has
has
a what?
roll in her mouth. She had a scroll.
Demon Slayer.
That's
Demon Slayer.
That one was really popular with the kids. They loved that one.
Yeah, that one's I think maybe still popular.
Harrison, you in chat, man? Harrison, what's good in Northern Arizona, buddy? Harrison's one of my. I was actually Harrison's the one I was telling you.
The
Was
Rings
like
one.
he got in, yeah, but he got into. We both got into Legacy and CDH around the same time, and he just like became a student of the game, and then like just tried really hard. Like played online, didn't really have opportunity to play too much in paper, and then went to Vegas and he won like the Legacy with like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he beat like Max Torsion in the final. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I saw the picture online and I was like, wait, that do you remember that weird thing where like you see a picture and then it's like familiar to you and then you're like, no, this dude, this Uro is sick, dude. Oh my gosh.
That row is me pogging right now.
Burrow's always pogging.
He's always pogging, dude. Born to pog.
Forced to born
crank
pog, forced to slog under the weight of capitalistic systems that hold me.
At least they hold you nice and like gentle with their big strong arms.
Do they Uro? Good card. Question. Do we think it's safe for modern? I think my biased dog shit answer is yes. But I think almost like Flage is more like offensive.
Is Flage any target?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think
I'd
Burrow is quite a bit better than Flage, but I don't know.
But there's no shell. There's no shell though.
For a while.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no shell for Flage. I mean, there's no shell for Uro the way Flage is like.
Well, there's no shell
just
because
slots
Burrow's
in.
banned. We'd figure it out.
We figured out.
Omnath was a top tier deck before the MH3 ruined everything.
There was.
If we can have Uro and Omnath together,
cool.
it would happen. And now we have Zenith, can grab them both. I don't know.
Oh, Zenith. Yeah. There could. Do you remember when there was that like 4-color like Yorion Zenith deck in Legacy? That could like a version of that could slap in modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no Yorion, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's no Mystic Sanctuary or Field of the Dead in modern anymore. Like Uro was banned before they banned a bunch of stuff that made Uro good.
Yeah.
It's possible. Emperor of Bones, that's in decks
Emperor
now.
Bones.
What are we worried about
Emperor
Uro for?
Emperor Bones is a fucking powerful card.
Nate Nasty has redeemed Tim yelled boom.
What up,
Oh,
mate?
Nate Nasty. I'm gonna redeem Nate Nasty's the fucking man challenge. One of the
My wife
great.
the
also
other day
have-
goes, Nate's awesome.
We also have Claritha in the chat. Says, yo, what's good with it? How's it going, Mr. Roll? Thank you for the follow, Claritha. Me when I can pronounce usernames.
Dude, this looks so fun.
I do like the little like effect you're doing behind him.
Yeah, because I want to make it like he's in clouds, and if I just put it on like this white space, I think it just doesn't look good. I've got an idea. Check this out. This is gonna look so good as a felted black mat. I don't think they've done one before, you know.
In black.
Yeah, like a black felt mat.
Box
Yeah,
76
should've
and some Wumbus. Thank
last
you for the
month.
follows as well. Tefal said, "I got a white bordered Uro for my mystery booster. It's unsettling. All of the
one is
white border
unsettling.
cards are so funny." Not Tim. Brian, when are you gonna get that white border ponder playset? Huh?
When you gonna get that white boy playset?
How many white boys are in a playset?
When are you gonna get that white border playset?
So I'm not, but I do have a little bit of a ponder shrine in my office. I've got a bunch of different versions. I should probably get a white border one just to put in there.
Do you have the turtle one?
I do.
I think the ponder that I would like these days, if I had to choose a ponder to like run a playset of, just like independent of like history or whatever, because I do really like the I really like the full art one. I like the orbs one, obviously, but I do really like the 4th edition Dungeon Master's Guide one.
What
is? I don't know that one.
Oh man, it's from they did a oh, I gotta find the printing of it. They did some secret layers that were all based on like classic.
Yeah, the one you're talking about is sweet.
I can't open back up our group chat for whatever reason.
Oh, that's the one with the beholder on it?
No, it has a dragon on it, like a massive red dragon looking at like a magic orb. And it's like sick. Insane Wayne Reynolds art that he did for D&D in 2008.
I didn't know he drew. I only knew him as an improviser from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, that's cool.
I would send you a picture if I could make my computer work right now, Tim, but
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I really like I like the new secret layer that came out that was the Urza one. I know that just seems like bling chasing, but it does look nice.
Legendary Nerds, thank you for the follow.
Hey, thanks for anyone who's in chat. Does anyone in chat have any questions? I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us. This is fun. It's fun to just hang out.
We got a question from Moderately Anonymous MTG, the SpongeBob one.
Dude. What's up?
They asked the SpongeBob one.
Is there a SpongeBob?
A SpongeBob secret layer?
Or ponder?
Oh, no. No, he was just joking.
Do you like the brainstorm joke? It's a storm. It's got a brain in it. Look what I did. All right, so
and it says the name on it.
Easy to get it. Let's pull in our compositional elements. This is looking good. Earl kind of doing some nice stuff up here. We're probably gonna have to put something cool here. Some more. So we can put some here and here. Okay.
I mean, hey, Brian did say he is not afraid of judicious negative space and would prefer 2 to 3 larger figures rather than a bunch of chaos, for what it's worth.
Oh, I think we know what's going on. I think I want to put some elements on here, though. I'm just trying to think. What other some major iconic cards, Brian, that are important to you?
So my idea earlier this week was like Black Lotus with like Rograk standing on it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like that kind of idea.
Done.
Does your wife have a favorite Magic card?
Yeah, what's your wife's favorite card?
She says the horses.
The horses, nice. Not unicorn specifically.
Yeah, get Crusted Sunmare on there.
Yeah, she has a Crested Sunmare. When horses come out, I get them for her, and she started to learn the game a little bit.
Nice.
That Shadowfax EDH deck is percolating in the back of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Cat, what's your wife's favorite card?
Let me go ask her real quick.
Oh, she likes Essica's Chariot a lot because the cats look like our cats.
Down if you knew it. Oh wait,
My cat Bob used to look like that.
I don't have to ask. I know she's gonna say Edgar Markov.
Hmm.
I don't have to
That explains a lot, dude.
remind her that he exists. Yeah, it explains a lot. I've been told I look a lot like Edgar Markov.
I can see it.
Wait, what magic card do I look like?
What is your wife like?
My wife?
I don't have a perm, Dan.
I don't know. My wife likes angel cards.
Nice.
Yeah. She's a big Aurelia fan, and she's also a big
Aurelia's so
Ball
sick.
Lightning fan.
I can see why you married her.
Yeah, exactly.
If I met a girl and I was like, "What's your favorite magic card?" and she said Ball Lightning,
Yeah.
it's on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, "What's your favorite magic card?" And she's like, "Nova Chaser." I'm like, "Okay." For the listeners at home, Nova Chaser is a 4-drop 10/2 with trample and champion and elemental.
That's awesome.
I love that guy.
Like main phase 1, cast your Ball Lightning, attack. Main phase 2, Nova Chaser, champion your Ball Lightning. Oh, with your 7 mana, but I digress.
You want to miss a Sabertooth's favorite card is?
What's that?
She just said it was Cheaty Face.
Oh,
Cheaty
Cheaty
face?
Face rules.
Nice.
Great pick.
I thought you were gonna say credit.
No, she loves
I'll be
Cheaty
like, all right.
Face.
The ones that Tim sells.
No, dude, she loves Cheaty Face. She thinks the card's so funny. I agree.
We haven't even had Cue Ball in the chat tonight. What's up with that?
Yeah, KB.
Where's Cue Ball?
KB.
Cool Ball has carpal tunnel, so she can't chat. She doesn't really, but she's just making
Hi,
it.
Cue Ball is indisposed, sleeping on the floor.
Cool ball.
Oh no,
Chat now, though.
she actually made a really bomb salad, arugula.
I love arugula.
I love an arugula with some beets, and it had it's got gorgonzola, homemade vinaigrette.
I'm still working on giving a shit about beets.
Oh, dude,
I don't know, man.
come over, dude.
These don't really appeal to me. But I used to not like olives. I used to not fuck with olives, but it was just
No
that I
way.
don't like bad olives.
Yeah, good olives are crazy, right?
Yeah, good olives
But
are
those
crazy.
weird little black ones that come in like the can, they taste like the
Yeah.
can.
I had an ex who would get like basically those little fruit cups, but they had olives in them. It disgusted me. It was awful.
No, that's like kind of terrifying.
That's like saying school pizza is like you don't like school pizza, so you don't like pizza.
Yeah, but I've only ever eaten at school.
Dude, drawing in reverse is really. Thanks for this. Again, I'm really glad to do this. It's like hard but fun, and I like challenges artistically. It's like when someone probably brings you like a really out there brew, and you're like, "This is hard, but I'm gonna make this a success." And that's what I feel like.
That's my art I put out in the world is
Yeah.
bringing someone's idea to life is something that I can relate to in a professional capacity.
Yeah, you do that.
We're doing it different ways.
Definitely.
And I like how but you know what's one thing I do like? You don't like sacrifice just like the creativity. It's like, yeah, it's creative, but it's also going to be successful, also going to be competitive. And that's like, I like about watching your channel as opposed to like other channels. You like watch them like, you just watch them like struggle to brew. But when on your channel, like you show how it can be, or like a path to success, and very satisfying, you know, because sometimes it's like really frustrating if like the design flaw is like right there in like in its inception in the deck building, and then you have to watch it play out. It's just like, but I love that about your show. You find success with like strange decks, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I try to teach people, if you understand the rules of engagement, you can get creative within them, but you can't just like do random stuff in a high power format. You have to respect the axis we're moving on.
Right. I feel the way about CDH. Like I hyper fixate and talk about like the weirdo cards I play in my decks, like lately, like Ocelot, Prider, Stride Hanger, Lookout, or Warren Soul Trader. But those are like 3 cards in a deck that's also full of like Force of Will, Demonic Tutor, or like Luris, like cards that are like objective, powerful and bannable in every other format. That or they're like vintage staples, you know. But it is intriguing when you can play like a weird Urza or Magda and play a lot of like totally out there synergistic cards. That's fucking because they're all moving some way. But that's like elves, right? Like or something like that, where like yeah, these make sense because the synergy is so. You know, like of course you're gonna play Elvish. You know, like Allosaurus Shepherd in this deck. Allosaurus Shepherd isn't just going to every green deck, and that's like those kind of decks are like, I think like everything is moving in one direction so powerfully that's allowed to flourish.
Yeah, I think it's cool when you like a deck like Elves with Allosaurus Shepherd, like Green Sun Zenith for 2 goes on the stack, and you have Force of Will. And it's like, this could be a trick where they get a 1-drop off their Zenith for 2 and get the Shepherd, and then Force Will's blank. So maybe I have to force this. But also, what if Natural Order's in their hand and they're just trying to get like
bait it out of me,
a mana dork to cast it, and yeah, or like you're just wrong on both counts and they get like Fiend Artisan and just cook you because you didn't force the Zenith.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
That deck, so I haven't. That was like a deck that pre MH3 was like really kind of surging. Was that deck? I see it. Do you think it's just? What do you think's pushed it out? I used to see it. It was like really on the rise.
Yeah, it won a challenge a couple weeks ago. I think like within the last 2 weeks, but it's not. It just can't really hang with a format that is defined by decks that can either win or get in position to win on turn 1. Like if you're trying to resolve White of the Reliquary or Fiend Artisan, then activate it 2 or 3 times to get ahead, and you're in a format where Oops All Spells is the 3rd most played deck.
Right.
Not really how that works.
Right. It's a bad sign when you look at the mono green decks are playing 4 Mindbreak Traps on the side.
Right. And it's not good enough too. Like they're doing that. They have like 4 Mindbreak Trap, 4 Leyline, and it's not good enough.
That's kind of awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, every time they print new MDFCs, like the Oops decks just get better, you know?
True.
And Belcher can just, there's like, it has like a less clunky mana base. They can play untapped lands. You know, like they can play lots of them.
Right.
Before, like, it was a combo deck, but the setup was so, it was like, you know, it was like a ticking time bomb because they were just naturally slow by virtue. Besides the spirit guides and the petals, like they're kind of bottlenecked by tapped lands, but now they just made a ton of them that are just, they're not tapped. Like the bolt is nothing. Mm-hmm. You know?
What card are you drawing right now?
I am drawing.
Wait a second. That's Lotus Petal.
Birds of Paradise. Plagon, dude. Yeah,
Plagon.
Yeah, those are all his legs.
Super Saiyan Plagon.
Oh yeah, that's Plagon now.
Oh.
That's the classic Magic legendary character, Black Lodi.
Mm-hmm.
Black
That's right.
Luddite.
So this is a true stat for me. I have never won a game where Plagon is involved.
Wow.
Card is really good. Card is good.
Yeah.
What about have you seen it in Legacy at all?
Yeah. There's a Plagon Nadu deck.
Whoa, that sounds like Tim's
That
gonna
seems-
quit CDH.
Yeah, because like Noble Hierarch is a butt,
Oh,
and
sure.
Nadu's a butt, and then Plagon can target Nadu and target all your stuff.
Yeah.
That's
and,
awesome.
And like Caracas can pick up the Plagon to send it again or protect your Nadu. Deck is insane.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
Yes.
I love that.
Kim, are you Googling the list right now?
No, I'm eating
You
it.
stopped drawing. You ran away from the computer.
Yeah.
Ritha said that, Claire said that it was on the Bosch channel like yesterday.
Yeah, I got cooked.
Oh,
Dang.
you lost a lot?
And spoiler, I play against it again in an upcoming video, and I also get cooked.
But it sounds like such good deck building.
It is. It's really awesome.
Do you think it's like outlier cooked, or you would kind of expect to be cooked? Just because it's like a little too cute.
I happened to queue into it the 2 times I queued into it with decks that it would naturally
Sure.
predate on.
Sure.
Like, I wasn't reanimating a Archon of Cruelty on their head and eating their Noble Hierarch with it. You know, like
yeah, you were.
I was trying to play fair Magic, and they have uncounterable, redundant, legendary draw 12s.
Jeez.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh,
My nephew taught me a word that I think really applies here.
I thought that the context of this conversation was that you were playing it and got cooked. This makes much more sense.
Oh no, it kicked my ass.
Okay. Which is my question was like, oh, did you think you got cooked while playing it because the deck is mid or unlucky? Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I've only ever played against Plagon. I've never played it myself. And in both Legacy and CEDH, I've never won a game where Plagon was involved.
That's funny.
It's a good ass card, man. I also like the idea that you could, in Bant, you could play with Tameo, which is just a good card.
Yep.
True.
Yeah. Easy to turn on there too, dang.
Very. That's so awesome.
That's pretty awesome sauce.
I guess you'll
Gotta
have to
say.
play it on the channel. And
Let's
then,
talk about.
and then you would have won a game with Plagon in it because you're the one casting it.
True.
I think you should play it. Yeah, let's do it. I just like the idea of like Plagon would have been so much better to me if it was Bant. I think we need a good Bant commander. Plagon would have been better. If his hybrid was like
It's so sick.
if his hybrid activation was green white, there were so many cool green cards you could have played. Ranger, not now, my friend. Not now.
I thought you were saying Ranger Captain, and I was like, you can.
Ranger captain of my dog is annoying me. I love him though. I love him, but he's a spicy.
More like
ball.
Ranger Captain of pee on the rug.
He actually has gotten through that phase, but he's still annoying. I love him, but he's
Oh,
not.
I didn't mean to offend him. I was just making a dog reference.
Oh, you don't want to offend Ranger. He will.
Yeah, Ranger
I'll
will,
have to.
Ranger will bark at
business.
you.
Until my guy Frank comes in, protects me, or Alfie even.
No, dude, Alfie is so cute.
Yeah, but Alfie does not.
You're
Alfie's
gonna love my
Ranger in
dog.
his place.
I have a 3-legged dog. He's really
Okay.
cute, and he plays blue decks in Legacy, and he has 3 legs, and he's cute. He's so cute, and he's lovable.
He's a very sweet guy.
Oh man, he's such a little baby.
Teeny's so cute though, because Teeny just like slept in bed with me when I was all cold.
Oh, dude, she's a lover girl. She's a lover girl, Teeny.
Someone's asking if Animar is good in CDH again. Their friend keeps saying that it is.
I think it actually is good. I played it. Shout out to Paul, really good player in the Pennsylvania area. He plays that deck, and he's really nice with it. Good. He was in the finals against me at the Convoke tournament. And then at Fishbowl, I believe there was an Animar in top 16. I definitely played the in Swiss when I was at like 17 points. So I'm assuming they made it. There was an Animar deck. And yeah, Animar's, really sneaky good because usually Teamer suffers in its inability to tutor, but if you play a deck like Animar, one of Cal's old loves, Teamer Pirates, like
True.
It's not as big a deal because all the stuff you want to tutor are creatures, and the best tutor. They're bad at tutoring like enchantment.
Well,
but in a deck,
top table tyrants.
hey, top table tyrants, I love the alliteration, and thanks for coming. But yeah, I really, really think Animar is a cool deck. I love the fact that it's like surprisingly pro black and pro white, which is like makes it oddly hard to kill. Not surprisingly, but I was telling Brian, do you remember when like Initiative Stompy was like the deck in Legacy, and then the Green Sun decks were just playing Animar? That was pro white. They were like, you know what? You know who's pro white? Animar. Like, get in there, kid. Coach is like, Animar, put your helmet on.
Suit up.
We need to- What's up?
Oh, I said suit up.
Oh, suit up.
Do you remember Not Another Teen Movie where the guy finally got to go in and I think his dad was going to see him play football, and then he gets torn in half?
What?
Yeah, that happened to my friend, dude. So I don't know what to talk about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, word.
He got tackled by two people, Cal, and he got split in half.
Oh.
Yep, it's true. Cal, did you play football in high school?
I did not.
You would have been. You're tall. You would have been good.
Well, I played like some soccer and a little bit of basketball. Mainly soccer was pretty easy for me. The problem I have with most sports is that because I only have one eye, I am missing the main type of depth perception that your body uses to perceive things moving at you really quickly, which is pretty important for like catching balls and stuff, which was always kind of a struggle for me.
I actually knew a kid who had one eye who played football, but he played like linebacker.
Wasn't a skill position. I'm sure I probably could have played like a non-skill position in football.
Yeah. I see how like wide receiver with.
Oh yeah, that would be hard for sure. But I'm missing my bifocal disparity, it's called.
Whoa.
Yeah. The difference, the subtle difference in between what your two eyes see is the main way that your body determines how far away things are from you when they're moving very quickly. But there's a lot of other ways that your brain determines depth, and those include like, I recognize that is small and that is large. And I know that small things are far away and large things within scale are close. Or like,
that's what I used to tell my ex-wife.
Like, check it out.
It's just far away. It's just far away.
Far away.
Yeah.
Far away mountain. The stream.
And
up close mountain.
And like, that thing is, I can see that thing is being covered by this thing. That means that this thing is closer than that thing.
That's in the foreground. This is in the background. Yeah.
So there's I don't remember all of them, but there's like 5 different ways that your body determines depth, and I am missing only one of them, but it still causes me some problems sometimes.
I think there's a fan theory that's why Wile E. Coyote always falls for the painted scenery thing.
He has no bifocal disparity.
Yep.
Yes, I think so.
Bosch got so tired of me talking about my disability, he muted.
I like that about him.
Fair enough. I get it. Cal, just shut up already.
Cal, no, we love you, dude. That's why we want you to talk.
No, I know.
You know we love you.
No, that was
guys.
genuinely interesting.
Thank you. That was one of the funniest moments of my entire college career was I was in like my intro to psych class, and for whatever reason, like that topic came up in a like talk.
Bifocal disparity thing?
Bifocal college career. Look, It wasn't a career, but I'd say everything's my career. It came up in class. Yeah, we were talking about how the brain works, I think, like more generalized and different ways of perceiving depth rather, came up as a topic. And he was like, so one of these is bifocal disparity. To demonstrate this, I'm going to throw this marker at Cal, and Cal is going to catch it.
No way.
And I did.
Like, if I got news for you,
I
dude.
did catch it, and then I told him after the fact.
Dude.
It was very funny.
Dude, that's so good. I like the thing where you like tell the whole story. Brian's dead, like,
Yep.
radio sounds. It reminds me of like my mom was like telling this story one time about like some surgery she had, and like she gets to the punchline, and she's like, "Yeah, and I just, I prayed to Jesus, and I just knew that God wanted me to live, but I was really afraid to die." And there's like no one talking, and we like assume my dad and then my dad's like, "Oh, there's some Five Guys here." And then like, oh, good. And we like, no, he's not listening at that point. And we're like, oh, dude, Dad's dead, man. He was not listening.
That's so funny.
He's waiting for like the dramatic pause. My dad's like, so anytime anything like serious would happen to our family, we'd be like, oh, there's a Five Guys?
Oh, they have Five Guys here?
Oh, they have Five Guys here? Like, I don't know, like, my dad's just like staring out the window. He's like, you got Five Guys here?
Oh. There's a Five Guys here?
Oh, dude, Big Beat. Shout out to Big Beat, man. He's coming. Dude, I got Big Beat to come. He's coming to work with me tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
He's come up with so many excuses. I'm like, no more excuses.
You're coming over. You're coming over. You're going to stick some playmats in tubes.
He's good at it. We're gonna make it good.
All right, Big Beat. You're coming to teach the next generation. You're going to tell us some stories about your time in the military.
Yeah, my mom would be like, she's like, whatever you do not ask your dad about the Vietnam War. I'd be like, we won't. And then we'd be like, all right, how many
people? Like, Dad, how was the shit?
Yeah, we're like, how many Viet Cong did you kill? Please tell us. And how did you kill them? My mom would be like so mad, because you're a kid, you want to know that shit,
Yeah, well, yeah, it sounds like so detached from reality to you.
Yeah, because you're a kid, you're 7 years old.
And it was kind of a different time too. With
was there a time where we taught that I don't know, the Vietnam War is one of the most misunderstood wars in popular culture history. That's the one I used to talk about, where in popular culture it was still socially acceptable to make fun of Vietnam vets.
And I meant at the time kids were less desensitized.
Oh yeah. 100%. But also, it was socially acceptable to make fun of Vietnam vets. It really was. In movies and cartoons like The Simpsons, they would make fun of them, and even in Not Another Teen Movie. Remember, what's his name? Randy Quaid's character, Dennis Quaid's character.
Mm-hmm. Is he the crazy one or the not crazy one?
He's the one who's the whacked out. In real life, he's crazy.
Yeah,
he's the one that's the whacked out Vietnam vet in the movie too, though.
I remember the foreign exchange student that is always nude.
We have some chat to take a look at here.
Yeah, I want to answer chat.
Number one, patron Saint of Dorito said, "Love the art, Tim. I just put in an order for some tokens. Very stoked for the Bosch Playmat, and we'll be ordering one when it's available."
Yeah. Will be available tonight.
Vinny said some veterans get PTSD, some get nostalgia. Yeah.
Real.
And then Tabletop Tyrants said, Bosch had a funny story about an Eternal Weekend opponent who was still salty about a judge call from the previous Eternal Weekend. Y'all ever had locals or grinders hold a grudge on past games? Bosch, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I took a little bathroom break, but I'm back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, you can keep the mic on for that, baby.
You just missed me opining about my difficulty being disabled. Can you relay the story to us?
I don't care about that at all.
Exactly.
I missed it.
Can you relay this story about your salty Eternal Weekend opponent?
Yeah. So it was round 3 or 4 of Eternal Weekend this year. And this dude, my opponent, who I didn't recognize, sat down. And then while we were shuffling, he said something about Thalia. And I was just smile and nod. Okay, whatever. And then in the middle of game 1, he said something else about Thalia. And I was like, that's the second time he said that. That's weird. And then in game 2, after I won game 1, he said like another thing, and then I remembered I had played against him last year or the year before at Eternal Weekend. It was a camera match at the end of day 1. So it's like round 9 at the end of the day. And he had a Thalia Heretic Catharan play, the one that taps lands and creatures.
Yeah.
And it's like the end of game 3 of round 9. And I play this end step Brainstorm that shows me Misty Rainforest Fatal Push. And in my brain, I'm just like, sick. I'll just crack this Misty, push that Thalia, and we're out of here.
Sure, yeah.
You know, on to day 2 at X1. And I execute that line. I play the Misty Rainforest. I fetch. I get Underground Sea. I cast Fatal Push off the Underground Sea. And then the table judge, because we were on camera, there was just a judge there helping with the camera stuff, was like, hey, that Underground Sea comes into play tapped. And I was like, oh shit, it does. And then the judge is like, well, actually, that Misty Rainforest came into play tapped. And then we're like, oh no. Yeah, so like, I missed it. Opponent missed it.
Yeah.
Judge missed it for a second. Yeah. Caught it on the second opportunity it mattered. And then like, basically, the ruling was because I had already shuffled Misty Rainforest and I had brainstormed the turn before, and I had irrevocably removed information that I previously had, that we couldn't partially back this up. Yeah. Like you have to back it up all the way or not at all. Yeah. Partial backups aren't a thing. So the judge was like, basically, you know, play it as it lies. The Thalia player also could have pointed out the Misty Rainforest.
Yeah, the Thalia is dead.
right. Woof. So like, and I appealed the ruling because it was obviously massively in my favor. Yeah. And it was like my mistake that caused a massive favor for me. And I appealed the ruling. Yeah. Head judge is like, you know, does the whole thing again. And it was like, no, that's right. We can't back this up all the way. So we're not going to back it up at all. Play it as it lies. And, you know, maybe it changed the outcome of the game. Maybe it didn't. But
it's still just not. It's so awkward.
Right.
And you tried.
It's awkward. It sucks. I apologized. You know, I appealed the ruling, even though it was in my favor. Like I did everything I could, other than, you know, not make the mistake in the first place. Yep. And you know, a year later, I'm playing against this dude, and I recognize him the third time he mentions our match from last year. And then, you know, I win the match, and just like as a joke, I'm like, see, I can win without cheating. And he's like, I don't think you cheated. I just think it was scummy how you told the judge like about your brainstorm, so you knew that he wouldn't be able to back it up. And I'm like, I was basically like, fuck you, kid, and walked away.
Fuck you, dude. All right, yeah, you're mad I was honest. We got a question for you from the dude. Question for Brian. Do you have any thoughts on the current vintage format? Are there any cards you want to see restricted and or unrestricted?
I have not played a lot of vintage since when was the last time I played vintage? I've played vintage since Aether Drift came out. So 2 big things have happened since like Eternal Weekend back in December. Fleshraker Shops seems to be the premier like aggro prison shop stack now, and Stock Up was printed in Aether Drift, which gave new life to paradoxical outcome combo style decks. I only have like 5 or 10 matches in this current format, so I don't have strong opinions, but vintage was really good, at least very recently, and I would not change anything about it. I don't know if Stock Up needs to be restricted, or that's just like a cool thing that blue decks get access to now, but you have to build your deck a certain way to leverage that. I don't know. I think vintage is good.
Sweet.
Yep. I never played vintage. I have the cards to play. It'd be nice to play, but I just like I don't play. Honestly, I just don't have time to play Magic much. I draw. Mm-hmm. It's like it's a shame. I love Magic very much, but I mostly just have time to draw and like bathe myself. I have pretty much no other time.
Sometimes, dude.
Sometimes I'm actually pretty cleanly. You can make fun of my baldness, my obesity, but probably
I do not make fun of your obesity ever.
You can make fun of my obesity, my autoimmune disease, but I would say the thing you can't make fun of is my hygiene. I'm pretty hygienic.
No, yeah, you are. You smell good.
I have no body hair, so like
Yeah, it makes it a little
Makes me-
easier. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Makes it
jealous of
easier.
that, actually. That is
It's fucking
a
awesome.
constant
dude.
battle.
The hair, dude. You should have seen my hair, Brian. I had like back hair galore.
Yeah, you're a hairy
Look
guy.
like-
We found some old pictures of you like 2 streams ago.
Dude, dude, 2 streams ago, I was with Octabi orangutan.
Oh wait,
was like-
Lamorus Cards, what's up, dude? Got Matt in the chat. He said, "Is this a Bosch and Rog rack playmat? Can we get the full view, please?"
Yeah,
It's kind
Yeah,
of
we got a little
kissing.
rod.
we have a little rog inside of a black lotus. So we got our man here. We got the BOSHNROLL. We've got a brainstorming Uro, and he's leering over this black lotus. Oh man, rog rack. Gotta put some googly gold saber-tooth eyes on it, just so you know.
Oh wait, that's not what I thought you were putting there. Okay.
put some big hang downs on Rograk.
Have we? So back to top table tyrants question. Have the rest of the 3 of us ever encountered someone who's like really salty or held a grudge from past games? I don't think so personally.
Yeah, does anyone?
I had something similar, like kind of the opposite, where you know how like you'll punt and then you tell yourself like no one will remember that, you know, like 3 years after
Is this
the first
about
punt
the
city, I met a guy and I ran into a guy I played with at the first punt city and he didn't remember who I was, and then I explained the deck I played and he's like, "Oh yeah, you punted." I was like, yep.
Yeah, that was me. You caught me.
What did you punt? What happened?
I tapped wrong. I tapped my mana confluence when I shouldn't have, so I didn't have the mana, the like last pip I needed for whatever I was doing.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's really embarrassing. I'd remember that for 3 years too.
Yeah.
Yo, you're the guy who punted.
I had a weird judge call. I was in the weird judge call of Fishbowl. Kev about. I tapped my. I had a cavern, and I did not know that my commander was. He looked like a human, then cast my commander, and nothing changed. And they're like, "Oh, you can't do that." So I called the judge, and I was like, "Nothing. Just change it." I'm like this card. It's not like my card is a dragon, and I have no humans in my hand. I'm like, this card is Marnius Calgar. He's an Astartes. He looks like a fucking human. And they wouldn't let me take it back. And the table was like, "No, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't." It was just like, I don't know, like nothing changed. I think it's like an honest mistake. I wasn't, and that's what it goes to show. Like everyone makes mistakes. Mine usually fundamentally do not benefit. As Brian could tell you, he was like watching a game where I like missed like 300 triggers to have like vampires as like with my charismatic conqueror. But like I think that like where's the line on that sometimes where it just in a way it was a good lesson for me because I was like, okay, well we're in a tournament. Like, for really, it is prison rules, so I'm gonna I'm gonna leverage it my way too. So we had a guy. So instead of like getting like too salty about it, you know, lesson learned. You gotta tap your mana right. And we were in a tournament, and the next week at Milwaukee, and it was critical because the guy cast whatchamacallit, Soul Ring, and then wanted to cast Cutzel, and he tapped his mana, and I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, you have Simic, you don't have white. You tap your scrubland to cast your thing, and he's like, oh, I'll just tap it the other way.
Someone mid thanks for stopping by.
And I was like, well, you just didn't, so you can't. And the other table's like, oh, don't take it back. I was like, I'm calling a judge. I was like, no, there's no Cutzel. And like, I think that's a little different because there was another spell cast, you know, but I think it was a good level up moment for me where I was like, yeah, this is a fucking tournament. Like, tighten up. Like, yeah, it sucks that I didn't know what my commander's name was, but like, tighten the fuck up, Tim. Like, you're being a nice guy, but button it up, you know?
Yeah, Tim, the line is like, if anything changes or any information is gained, like, if you just played Cavern and said human, and then looked at your commander and were like, oh, wait, he's this thing, you're well within tournament policy to name something different because opponents can't respond. No information can be gained from you playing a land. Like priority never passed. Nothing could happen. But if like you name human, then cast your guy, and then someone puts a counterspell on the stack, we're definitely way past it at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I got to tighten up. Yeah, but you're right. Good point. I was again, too, like, I think it's called judges to advocate for yourself, too. And I think it is good faith sometimes if you feel like to call for a judge and like what you did and like advocate, like, yeah, I don't know, like this land shouldn't have been in play. I don't. It's good faith, too, because you want an honest game. You know, if somebody forgot something. You want to win that way too. Set a precedent of just get a good reputation being an honorable player. At least I feel that. I think that's positive.
To an extent.
Well, we were in a game too where like somebody, you know, mulliganed out of turn. You know, they like went to 6.
Oh, sure. Yep.
The player one. And I was like, hold up, I'm still my first 7. And then this other player was like, the Rocco player was like, nope, you lost your chance. I was like, oh, okay. Like, for myself. And like,
I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's how that works.
The judge, he was kind of like, you've gained information now. Why you're.
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing.
Yeah, he's like, nope, you got to keep it. He turbo
like you can't say I keep and then the person behind you mulligans and you're like, wait, I changed my mind. Like that actually matters. But if you're just like looking at your hand and someone is trying to shortcut and just be like, I'll just go to 6, save some time here. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't lose your mulligan. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. And that's a good way to like stick up for yourself. That's psychotic.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put up with that. Oh yeah. 0 mana cost brothers, dude. 0 mana cost brothers. Wild cost 0, Lotus cost.
Do you think they've exploited each other's flavor text?
Yeah, of course, dude. You mean with a helmet like that? You don't think he has? Come
Wait,
on, Kev.
we've got a first time chatter with a great salty story. We've got Goteric. Welcome in. I beat a guy twice over the course of an RCQ with Mono Blue Devotion and Pioneer. A friend of mine judged at the store a few months later and had the same person rant to him about losing to Mono Blue without knowing that I knew the judge. Then at the RC, he came up to me, had no clue who he was, and said that he still qualified despite losing to my bad Mono Blue deck, living rent free.
Dude,
yeah, that
it's cool. Were you playing that Mono Blue genie that like has a power equal to the number of? That card's cool.
So sick.
No, what's the other?
Tempest
the
Gin.
blue one, the old one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Tempest Gin.
Were you playing that? Tempest Gin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that card is cool.
Card's awesome.
Throw back to Tempest Freed. Red card. Coin flipping card. Maybe an anti card. Maybe an anti card. Dude, Earl.
Yeah, I've definitely had people at the local level or regional level who are like, they pair into me and they're like, oh, here we go again. And I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Which like, it's not to be a dick. I just like meet a lot of people and play a lot of Magic. So whatever. But yeah, like the people who build some storyline in their head that just isn't commensurate with reality.
You have an arch rival?
He does. He doesn't want to say it. I know it is.
Oh, I know.
You know what it is too. We can't say it on stream.
Oh, okay. I do know it. Is it who I think it might be?
Yes.
Without any
if
information
you
from
guys are thinking
Ryan.
about what you think you're thinking about, I do not think about that person at all in my life. Like 0 seconds spent. That is not a rival. That's just like a shitty experience I had once. But
okay.
I do. There are people. I'm not going to name them, but there are people who either play decks that naturally are good against decks that I want to play. Like I can think of one person at sort of the regional level. Back when I was playing at the LGS like 3 times a week, I would go for like Pauper, Modern, and Legacy every week. There was one guy for a while who just always seemed to have my number.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't think he was that good, he just always
always beat you no matter what.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I have like people who I like personally, but I respect or like I don't really want to play against in a tournament due to what I know they're going to be playing and I know they're good at it. Like there's that. And then there's also people who like I just don't really like, and I'm not going to name them obviously, but there's a couple floating around who it's just like there's a little extra on the match where it's like,
Yeah.
I would really like to beat this person and not just to get the points in the tournament.
Yep.
When are you gonna forgive Matthew Broderick?
Matthew Broderick. I mean,
Oh, sorry, you didn't want to name. You
that
didn't
drill
want to
was
name.
so bad.
That's the second worst thing he's ever done.
What other card we want to get in here, Brian?
I think we got to do just a little bit of ponder stuff in that last blank space, like either the floating orbs or maybe the fish girl or maybe the floating orbs in front of the fish girl or something like that.
2 floating orbs right in front of the fish girl's chest.
Yeah, sure. I do have to sell this playmat to people other than weird perverts. Claire's shouting for the Oath of Druids tree. How about some ponder orbs in front of the Oath of Druids tree?
Done. Let's do it. Get out of here, Ranger.
Let's go, Claire. Great call out.
Go. Get out of here.
Ranger, get out of here. You stink and you smell bad and I don't like you. Sorry.
No.
That was my bad.
He means well.
My bad. I do like Ranger. He's just so awkward. I don't think he likes me. So we have to fight.
Just
we
trying
have
to flex. That's your magic rival.
He's my magic rival. Ranger is my magic rival.
People are like, oh, you don't like Ranger Captain of EOS? You're like, no, you don't understand.
No, you don't get it.
Almost.
You wouldn't understand.
But then he has to do like all the background and a bunch of squiggles and backgrounds.
No, I don't want all that. I like it.
And he's gonna
You think he's gonna let Chib draw one of these days?
Hopefully.
Tim, are you or Tim? Cal, are you a fan of Scatman John?
I don't know who that is. So no.
Dude.
Yep. I know.
All right.
My bad.
You gotta learn about Scatman's world.
What the hell are you talking about?
JK.
Damn good, he's got a question for you.
What's up, Jamie? What's up, Jacob?
Said, Cal, are you messing with any new decks in CDH or still on Mr. Nixilis? Right now, I'm still messing with Mr. Nixilis, I must admit. Having fun with it. It's a good time.
Messing with Mr. Nixilis sounds like a pretty good YA novel.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But I have enjoyed playing Mr. Nixilis again. It's been a good time.
That deck's sweet, dude. You're good with it. You're doing a good job.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
Parker is playing it because of you.
Thank you, Parker. It's just such a fun deck. I really like I've played so many games of CDH in my life. Just so many games of CDH in my life. And it is so fun to play a deck that is just kind of like, so the dynamics it introduces to the game are just so different.
Sure.
Than because it's just it flips the way the game is like quote unquote supposed to work on its head, because everyone is suddenly worried about pinging themselves and all that kind of stuff. It's just very, very fun for me to like mess around in that space, and it usually just works well as well. It helps that every time someone cracks a fetch land, I get to draw a card. I like that.
And it's a good beater.
Yeah. I do like just being able to kill people. That happens not super often, but it happens enough to be relevant.
It can put people's life totals under duress, which I think is a relevant part of the game.
Exactly.
When everyone wants
Commander with stats is nice.
Yep, definitely agree.
Yeah, because it's like, that's the one thing about like I would Tivit. Sometimes it could just be beater. It's, I like that.
Him is a real beater.
Good, he says, died to some OB commander damage at MagicCon. Yeah, you did. Just like me, for real.
Yeah, I always like the dynamic of having a CEDH deck with real combat stats involved and combo kills. Like, if you're just teeing off on the person to your right, like Obnixilis is Rakdos turbo combo deck that also has a big creature in it. Like, if you just bash the person to your right for 10 once with your commander, they can't just wait. They have to try to send. And then the table fights them off, then you're next in turn order. And like, you can manipulate when the fight's going to happen based on combat damage. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, weren't we talking about that recently where it's like the tempo thing where you change the shape of the game's narrative and you force people to
thanks for stopping
send earlier than they would want to.
Right.
Yep. Bacon X EXE. Thanks for the follow.
I poured myself a
Man,
tasty
she's
grape
looking
Fago,
good.
by the way. While I was on my little break a minute ago.
Oh.
I'm sipping it right now.
Oh,
my favorite.
Yeah.
So tell
Does your
me
wife
about
have a
Grape
favorite
Fago.
soda?
Where'd this come from? Grape Fago. And it's like your thing. Tell me about it.
I don't know. I just really like grape soda. Ever since I was a kid, just the flavors of it are crazy and lights up all of the nostalgia buds. And then just the grocery store I started using a few years ago, they just stock zero sugar Fago in. They have grape, ginger ale, orange, and red pop. I don't even know what red pop is, but they have it.
Red Pop's awesome,
and
dude.
Red Pop's pretty good.
Okay,
Rock and
I'll
Rye?
believe it. Is that like Cheerwine, or like, is there a brand name for Red Pop?
Is it?
I think it's a ripoff of Barks Red Cream Soda, I believe.
Yeah, it's a cream soda.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cream soda. Maybe I have to give that another shake.
like
I don't know. I like cream soda. I tried Red Pop once and don't remember liking it. Maybe I got to go again. But
It is a red cream soda. They're pretty right.
Let's see. I think it's supposed to be. It's kind of like. Maybe it's just cream soda, but I'm pretty sure it's just like. I know it's more than cream soda with red food coloring in it, but I don't know.
Wouldn't you be surprised?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Got beaver, the beaver gland in it too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
That's the
right. So
secret.
like finding a drink that I want to drink, like I'm a water guy. I drink water all day long. I don't have coffee or like caffeine in the morning. I just drink water. So to spice it up, getting like a diet soda that doesn't have caffeine in it, like Coke Zero is easy, whatever.
Yeah.
You can get that anywhere, but you can't just get like a
that's
diet root
specific.
beer at a restaurant. They don't have them. So like having a grocery store that sells diet grape soda is just the nuts for me. And most nights when I unwind, there's a grape Fago in my hand.
Bro, I know.
I love that.
I know what Santa's bringing you for Christmas.
A juggalette with a 24 pack under each arm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That
Grape
tree looks
Fago.
insane.
What's up?
Good.
That tree looks so good. That bark, that effect that's going on. That looks
thanks.
so good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it the best way. The hard part is like make sure like get the knots in the tree and then doing it in the reverse. The challenging part. You have to remember like each part of you want to like make sure you're getting each part of the bark of these kind of concentric lines. So you're going to get more light on these ones that as you're from afar, you want it to read right. Yeah, it's reading nicely. Let's get that pond. I'm going to pull up that ponder too. Dude, ponder. Oath is Oath your. But I've seen you play vintage. Some sort of Oath deck. Did I lose you guys?
Nope.
Hey, Tim.
Oh,
You,
it was just
you
quiet.
lost us
Okay.
for a second.
Oh, sorry. But I've seen him play Oath in.
Tell them about your delicious can.
Which oath?
He played like a Oath of Druids deck in Legacy. He used
Oh,
to.
yes.
I'm not Legacy.
The
Vintage.
Black Lotus I won last year is with Oath combo and Vintage, and then I also top 8 an
Oh.
Eternal Weekend last year with Oath. Like I love an
did
Oath
you
of
really?
Druids.
Oh yeah. Atraxa, is that the finisher?
Yeah,
for that
tracks the Oath with Show and Tell and Flash. Just throw her in.
one? That's sick. Atraxa, what a cool card. What a cool
Oh, yeah.
card.
I'm liking it with the orbs.
Oh yeah. We're gonna shout out to Biggie Lewis. He's a big time lover of Atraxa.
Orbs.
Orbs and Atraxas. Orbs and Atraxas.
It tracks. It's a family thing.
It's a tracks. Okay.
Oh, the Great Balls of Fire joke.
Yeah. That was a great Balls of Fire joke. That was for you.
Shout out, Biggie. Bosch, one of our patrons, shout out to Jerry Lewis. We were like, oh, Jerry Lee Lewis? Like Jerry Lee.
We're like, yeah, wouldn't that be funny if he's related to the singer?
And he's like,
And then
"It's
he
my
just
dad."
is. Yeah.
Awesome.
Jerry Lee, great Magic player, loves CDH, devoted Saber Cub,
Loves blunts.
loves blunts,
Fan of
son,
blunts.
son of Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Jerry Lewis.
Is he in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's like
gotta be.
his piano is like in his piano is in the Rock and Roll.
I just don't know who's in it. I know Run DMC's in it.
They put some jokers in there, so you know he's one of the
Some
real
jokers.
some jokers. So he's one of the real ones.
Yeah, I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year when they were doing their 40 years of hip hop or 50 years of hip hop or whatever, and there was just so much hip hop stuff. It was like the main room and all that vintage like Dre, NWA, going all the way back kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
That's
I was
insane.
thinking this is my $1 million idea. By $1 million idea, I wanted to make. I don't know why. I was like, people have been asking him to like, oh, Kinnan playmat. Do you like it? And I was like, I need to make a new. So I want to make a Kinnan playmat that just looks like the album cover from Dr. Dre's The Chronic, which was like that, like the rolling papers thing. And I just like want to make that look the Dr. Dre The Chronic, but it's Kinnan. That's it. That's the whole thing. The whole joke. I think it would be so cool to have like Kinnan's face on that iconic The Chronic thing and still have like the parental advisory on. Like the parental advisory is so cool.
Shout out advisory.
That sticker goes so hard. Shout out to Tipper
Gore.
Gore. That was her thing. She was like Al Gore's old lady.
She made it cooler.
She made swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sticker just made me want to buy everything more.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, did anyone have the experience where like you got the CD but you got it like walk or something where the clean version, your friend's like, nah, dude, this is the clean version. You're like, I'm sorry, it's all my mom got me.
Yeah, that's what happened if you got stuff at Walmart.
Yeah, the clean version.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot. Then my dad would be all mad that my mom let me buy like a D12 CD, but she's like, it didn't say parental advisory.
D12. Black and yellow, purple hills. You're like, what the hell?
I remember getting the Limp Bizkit's hot dog flavored water, chocolate
Nice.
starfish CD. I picked it out. My grandma took me to the store, and I specifically got the one with the warning label on it. And she was like, I was probably like 15. And she's like, do your parents know about this? Are you okay? Are they okay with this? And I was like, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I swear.
They actually told me I have to get this one.
Yeah, they asked, this isn't for me. This is for my mom and dad.
Yeah, actually, they said it was really cool if I got this.
Yeah, they really insisted.
We got Duff in the chat. What's up, Duff?
They told me not to come home without it.
Said Tom Morello's mom led the charge against it.
With what the the warning?
I think
Tom Morello.
I think so. Or for it.
She wanted it? Tom Morello.
Who knows? Probably Duff.
Tom Morello, the coolest member of the band.
Yeah, for sure. Huge nerd.
Nerd. Yeah, confirmed nerd. One of my buddies got to play chess against the Jizza recently. How cool is that?
Dude, the Jizzler.
The Jizzler.
Was he just like in the park, or where did this happen?
I don't know. It was in New York City. My buddy Ungid, he's a big chess guy, and he's like really connected.
Yeah, me too.
They sent like a picture of him playing against. I gotta get the whole story. Is him playing against the fuck? It's like something. My friend loves chess in the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's awesome. He's the genius. Jizza the genius.
Genius. I didn't even know who won. I wish I should know more about.
It had to have been the Jizza. He's the genius.
Genius. Yeah, the Jizza. Well, Ungid's really good, man. He's a successful trial lawyer and smart. He could have won. He's a great chess mind. Dude, this looks cool. The tree with the ponders.
The tree with the ponder orbs looks really good.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought. That's what the other part about the comms is fun. There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't think to do, you know? But you guys come up with it, and I'm like, oh, yeah. You know? And that's what I love about doing this. Like, when we were doing the Magda thing, like, there's so many, like, decisions I made, but I'm glad they were made. And that's what one thing that's fun. Art is like, or at least for me, is like the play and like getting yourself out of your own habits and your own ruts. And like the commission process does that. It scratches that itch of being like a new way, like creating aesthetic problems forces me to like, aesthetic solutions. That's fun as hell, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Brian, it was really good seeing you in Milwaukee. Good
Yeah, it was
fun,
nice
man.
hanging out.
Yeah, great hangs.
Great hangs, dude. It was thanks for witnessing Kev do karaoke. That was
And you.
oh, and me. Yeah.
Kev, I came in after Kev was done. I
Yeah,
caught
he
you.
came him
though.
after me.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
He saw the opener, who for some reason was after me.
Oh my god.
Some woman today at work was like, I hear you do karaoke a lot. I was like, not a lot. I'm just really good at
Not
it.
really. I just it's kind of a hobby.
I just crush.
And all of a sudden you're like, Tony, hit it, and he like puts the radio.
I'm like, yeah, call my phone real quick. It's just my ringtone.
And she dances on the sand. Dude, he does Rio and he kills it. So in Vegas, Weird Al Yankovic, Rio.
Box 76 asked if you only make custom tokens at IRL events.
No, the $30 tier, my Patreon gets them. And if you hit me up on socials, I just mailed some tokens, a Prosper token to someone who saw what I was doing. They liked it, so I'm happy to do one-offs. But yeah, we do that feature too.
If you trade him a Reuben sandwich as well.
Oh yeah, I actually did trade a Reuben sandwich for a proxy.
That's worth it. That's the best sandwich there is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that and a Cuban.
Let's talk about this, Bosh. You got a good Reuben spot in the Berg from when we get there. You got one.
I don't have a
Pity.
specific one. We don't have like a Katz's or a Herschel's or something that just like you really slam the button on. But most places in Pittsburgh have a Reuben on the menu. It's just sort of culturally around.
Yeah,
Yum.
you love Reubens. What's your favorite sandwich? What's your favorite? Do you got a good Italian sandwich?
Like my personal favorite Italian sandwich, or does Pittsburgh have one?
No, your spot. You got a good spot in Pittsburgh, or you don't want to say it out loud?
No, it's fine. Pittsburgh actually has a DeBella's, which is that Rochester sub chain that I tried to get you guys to go to.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Manderson, but you went to
Yeah,
the
and I
wrong
got the
restaurant.
wrong spot. Sorry.
Yeah, DeBella's, they have a rule that it's based in Rochester, but you can only open a DeBella's if a DeBella family member is involved in the franchise. Like, I couldn't just open a DeBella's, but there must be family members.
That's why you married your wife.
You got like 3 of them.
Yeah, you're like, apropos of nothing, my wife, Mrs.
He
DeBella.
just happened to be in the family. I didn't even know.
It was the craziest thing. She's listening. She's like, oh my God.
Is this true?
You're just using me for a sandwich?
Yeah, my uncle actually tried to open a DeBella's across from a hospital in Tennessee. And they were like straight up like, no, we don't trust our bread recipe outside the family.
What?
Dang.
That's
Dude,
so
that's-
funny.
In the words of my people, oof, maron.
You gotta kiss the dad on the mouth to get the bread recipe.
The old man. You gotta kiss Uncle June in the mouth.
Someone in the chat called out Polish delis. There's a Polish deli in the Strip District that's real good. They
Wait,
just have
Strip
like,
District?
Wait, I have been to that place.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I buy kielbasa there when I go through. Like I'm not down there often. It's not easy from where I live, but when I'm in the Strip, I'll try to just grab some high-end kielbasa to bring home.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. So it's good, big Polish population.
Yeah, historically, we got a whole neighborhood called Polish Hill.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. I love Polish food. That'd be cool. I want to get some. My wife's family's Polish, but like none of them like Polish food. Sick of it. They like grew up on it. They're like, ew. They're like, no more pierogi, no more golki.
I had never
Like,
thought about
no.
that. Jen's entire like family is extremely Polish, and they are all from Pittsburgh and in Pittsburgh. I never thought about that
really?
before. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, Jen with the last name Yazinski.
That sounds like a catchphrase.
Allie's, mom's
So my
made
family
me.
lore goes like Koval, the last name is Slovak. And my mom's dad, my grandpa, he's just pure-blooded Irish. And I guess when my dad first came around, when he was introduced to the family, my grandpa just ripped off as many offensive Polish jokes as he could to try to sniff out if my dad was Polish.
Slovaks like hate Poles.
I don't know. I think he was just trying to see if my dad reacted poorly to Polish jokes, but he didn't care because he's not Polish.
He's like, dang, I should have ripped out all my dirty Mick jokes. I didn't work.
Yeah, just send it right back.
Oh man, dude, Polish people. I love Polish food. Love Polish culture.
We honestly just love, there's not a food where we said we don't like.
That's how you know I love it. GOLDSABER loves everyone because I love all
But-
food.
Say
As
it
long
with
as
us.
people
The
eat
best food is Ethiopian. Oh,
Oh, I like Korean. I do like Ethiopian Eritrean. That's like my top. That's in my Mount Rushmore for sure.
Mount Foodmore.
When you my Mount Foodmore, when you go to Arizona, we're gonna make you. We're gonna like wine and dine you. There's some
Dang.
good food. I don't
You can
know.
do that third thing.
No,
No, okay.
sorry.
No, we're not.
Korean's a great cut, Tim. I think if I had to pick a singular culture with the best food, I would go Korean.
Yeah, there's something
It's
about
great.
like the protein, the rice, and the pickle is like very satisfying.
I just love Indian food. So buttery.
Yeah, Indian food's great too.
Indian food's awesome, I think, but
It's like
in
the
terms of-
Midwest food of Asian.
Yeah, I
cuisine.
love Korean food. That them corn dogs.
corn dogs. Yeah.
Korean corn dogs, yeah, dude. Korean corn dogs.
No,
That's how you got your.
I'm much more in traditional Korean food than the Korean corn dogs are good and all, but you know.
They are good. They are good.
Koval, you ever had Ethiopian food?
Yeah,
Banging.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
The goo that you squeeze with your fingers and then dip in the sauce.
Yeah, oh yeah, the like
unique
soft
experience.
The vinegar bread, banging.
bread. Banging.
I forget what it's called. I
Injera.
can never remember. Yeah.
Injera. Dude, we got to ask Bryant. There's one of the best Ethiopian Eritrean restaurants is in the Cuse. I got to ask him if he's. It's right in downtown, right in Armory Square. I wonder if he's.
Legendary Nerds says Hawaiian and Mexican all day. I do love Hawaiian and Mexican food.
Oh yeah, we had a good Hawaiian restaurant in Flag. It was like They had like spam nigiri.
Oh, I love that. Those are so good.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? It was like
Yeah.
kind of like a nigiri roll with like spam in it. Lots of like
a lot of
fried-
overlap with Hawaiian food because
Yeah,
it's
Hawaiian, Japanese.
or Japanese.
Yeah.
It's like a popular Japanese travel destination.
Yeah. Good stuff. Hopefully, shout out to our patrons. Hopefully, we get to Hawaii. That's where I want to go. I want to go.
Oh, a question from chat. I missed it earlier. Let's see. Sin Fable, any update on the Reanimator playmat returning? Great question. We're still working on finishing out the Kickstarter fulfillment. And then that's definitely a conversation to have after the fact.
We have under 100 mats left.
Yep.
To be honest with you.
Whoa,
Yep.
Under 100 out of the original 800.
that's huge.
Yep.
It is huge. So the end is near. I will say it on stream. I will give first dib to my patrons. I've allocated all the mats. It looks like I will know tomorrow. We over ordered on Corval, so I posted the Corval Etsy. But of the ones that were limited I think we had 2 extra euros. So I'll let my patrons have dibs. They're not numbered. They're just my. And then I think I have 1 Nagila. So if you miss out on Yuriko or Nagila, you're a patron. I'm not going to put them on Etsy, but to the patrons who want them.
Sin says they are a patron. Claire, thanks for stopping by. It's great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for hanging. Nice meeting you.
How did the tree turn out?
Tree turned out great. It was Claire's suggestion, I believe, too.
Oh, Claire, way to go, Claire. This is a sick idea.
So, Sin, as far as some of the stuff goes for the Kickstarter stuff and reprints, we haven't really had the chance to like talk about that all that much. It's kind of like there are 3 playmats that we are never going to reprint again. Isn't that exciting? And then past that, it is kind of open game into
Yuriko. We're not going to print again.
Yep, Yuriko, Nagila, and that Sisei art are the ones we are not printing again.
But
but lots of the others, it's theoretically open.
Yeah, message me on Patreon about the Reanimator. I'll see if there's any Reanimator left. If there is, patrons get dibs. So I will post all of them to my patron Discord or my Patreon. Gotta keep it up for the. Otherwise, like, what's the point of being a cub if you guys don't get dibs? You know what I mean?
True.
Claire said, the tree looks awesome, especially with the Ponder orbs. I'm looking forward to the mat in my collection and sitting across from Brian and losing.
Let's go. That's the right energy.
Make sure he illegally kills your Thalia and then you hold it against him for years. He loves that.
He loves doing that.
He loves that. I'm thinking about Brian.
Sin Fable said, thanks for the info. Do you do custom mats? Depends on what you mean by custom mats. This is a custom mat
right now, baby.
And then for fine commissioners, Tim does indeed do custom mats.
Even if they're homely, or just the fine ones?
No, just the fine ones. Just the fine ones. And then Jeremy, thanks for stopping by. See you, dude.
Yo, reactive later, buddy.
I forgot where I was going with the statement. Oh, if you are interested in commissioning a custom mat of your own, you can email me, cal@caljones.com. And then I'm sure our lovely commissioner here would love to tell you how excruciating of a process it is to get here.
Brian, did you like this process? Yep, he liked it.
Yep. He's too busy slurping down that Faygo right now to talk.
Oh, yeah, I'm chewing ice and being crazy. Was there a question for me?
We were just shooting the shit about me running the commission process. I said, we asked if you were a happy customer.
Oh yeah. This is awesome.
No, not the Tim part, the part I handled.
The email part's what was his favorite.
Yeah, the part.
Yeah. I have not had any fun for the last 3 hours, but emailing Cal this week was a delight.
It's not. I'm just such an inaccessible figure. No one knows anything about me.
Yeah, what's going on in your life, or
Name is Corn Dog.
what's behind you?
Dude, I do tweet so much less than I used to. It's insane. It's like one day it's like one day it was like a switch turned off in my head and I was like, oh, I never need to tweet ever again.
Yeah, it's pretty liberating. I basically only post anywhere now to promote stuff I'm working on.
Yep.
It's really nice.
Yep.
I only do if I have a thought that I think is kind of silly.
Your tweets are great. You're a high quality follow.
Oh, thanks, Brian. That means a lot. I go for quality, not quantity. Sometimes that falls.
Dude, tell us how you feel about those new secret layers.
Oh my god, they're awesome sauce. They're epic. You know, blah blah blah, yada yada.
Oh my gosh, what is up with it? What's the deal with that?
Well, I think Jerry Seinfeld would like them because they're like depicted as high school students.
Oh, zing, dude. Dude, when I found that out and I'm like, oh, is this real? And I was like, holy shit, dude. He would like go after like filming the show and like pick up his high school girlfriend. What the hell?
What the hell?
It changes my experience of that show. I used to love Seinfeld. That just gross.
Great, yeah.
Show's great, but that grosses me the hell out, man.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Surprised he didn't date a high schooler during the show. Like in the show.
I mean, like the meta thing. Well, the thing was, it wasn't Jerry. It was, Jerry Seinfeld. They're all kind of like proxies for Larry David. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But man, that is so creepy. Creepy. Man, I really like how this is turning out. This looks great. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
really
too
good.
busy. I want to respect Brian's wishes. I do want to add a couple of things in here.
Beautiful, beautiful.
This looks cool, man. This is sweet.
Yeah, this came out awesome.
Dude, I love this. Oh, man. I read somebody once, they're like, oh, yeah, it must be nice. Like, just saying how cool your art is. I'm like, yeah, I like what I'm doing. I won't be shamed. I don't feel cringe for liking what I do. Like, I like what I do. It's fun.
Oh, I bet you like your job, loser.
Hey, what a freak.
I like my job.
Yeah, dude. You get to hang out with Tony, dude.
I get to hang out with Tony sometimes. He gets to work from home. I don't really get to work from home. That's fine.
He gets to go home?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Oh, man, I thought you had to go into the office for competitive gooning and milking. I didn't know.
No. He's got a real goon cave setup. Once COVID hit, he just like invested all his money into his home setup, and he had our supervisor visit it, and he's like, we can't compete with this, so I don't see why not. He's got like the gerbil water bottle, like adult size though, filled with Pedialyte. It's crazy.
I love that. I love that for him. Is it your home for eternal form? What do you say? You have a thing you always say, Brian. What is it?
Speaking of home.
Yeah, it's like your home for eternal. There's something Brian says, like it's kind of like it's like partially stuck in my head.
Are you talking about the Tales of Adventure ad read where Eternal lives here?
That is the
Yeah, that's Tales of Adventure. Use code BOSH for 5% off, but that's not me.
Okay, dude, you just say that all the time, so I'm like, it's like your catchphrase now. The ad read. Just want to make sure this like looks.
What's that thing you
but
say? Ba 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 ba. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think that's the one that you said.
wait, was it you that said nobody
When you hate your family?
nobody made what they wanted, so they made it themselves?
No, he said
that's
nobody
also-
better lay a finger on my butterfinger.
He says Mikey likes it.
I think that's his thing. I think actually his thing was grape Fago Zero. I think it was.
We're thinking, guys, we're getting confused. It's the big pants.
Oh yeah,
He holds up the big pants.
oh yeah, that's
What a Fago when I say it's got what plants crave.
maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's
Fago.
Maybe it's Fago. Maybe it's grape Fago. I kind of really want to try grape Fago. I was saying like grape soda is so unique. I don't really drink it at all, but it doesn't taste like any other fucking.
No, not even grapes.
It's all not even grapes.
It's like nothing.
It does kind of taste like
awful
grape
though.
juice, but grape juice doesn't really even taste like grapes. I used to love grape soda. I think I like orange soda a little more now. Mainly because of Keenan and Kel, I think is why I started to like orange soda more.
I was in my 30s when I learned that orange soda is sometimes caffeinated.
Wait,
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm
there's like one brand.
bro,
Yeah,
I'm 40.
Sunkist
Are you kidding
is
me?
caffeinated.
Whoa.
No, dude.
Yeah, I
There's
grew
no
up
way
on
my
orange
friends are gonna be
thinking that
pissed.
orange soda was safe. No caffeine, kids safe, we're good. But at least one brand is caffeinated.
What the hell, dude? Really?
This thing's got a buzz.
This thing's got a buzz. I actually did not realize that any of that was caffeinated. That is kind of shocking to me.
I'm offended.
I'm offended right now.
I'm offended right now. We love caffeinated soda.
We love that.
Tim, what you've been doing a lot of dollar signs lately? Is it because you're a capitalist pig?
Yes.
Oink oink and such.
I think of them as treasures.
You're a pirate.
Yeah, I'm more. Oh, I forgot to get the cool S in here.
No stuzzies allowed.
Too late.
We gotta figure out the perfect hybrid of the Stussy S with the dollar sign.
I bought that cool S clock recently.
You did buy it?
Yeah, it was so cool. I had to.
Awesome.
I think the last card I want to put in here is swords. I don't know if Brian thinks of it, but I think of swords to players as a Brian.
Did you get blown up by a swords?
No, I just think he casts swords of he likes swords.
I think of Zergo and Ojutai only because of Commander Sealed.
Was that
Yeah,
his
Swords
deck?
of Blasters in that deck.
Dude, swords is a badass card. Dude,
I'm generally pretty happy with my cards in my deck.
Swords
That
of
deck's
Blasters.
cool. I wanted to play Commander Sealed so bad, but I was gonna this year, but I'm going to Europe.
Whoa.
You going to Europe?
No.
Oh, you're going to Germany?
We're going to France, Germany, and Prague. Because I have family in Prague.
That's cool.
Yeah, my mom found out she has 2 twin half sisters last year.
Huh?
Yeah, my grandpa had a girlfriend in World War II.
Oh, classic.
Knocked her up.
Whoa.
He didn't know though.
Dang, son.
Where'd you find this?
Modern technology, man.
They might be lying though. No, we know they're not lying because they had pictures of him.
Wow. This
Pretty crazy.
What do you
Pretty
think?
crazy.
This is our
Brian, what do you
father.
think? Do you love it?
Damn.
Yeah, this is awesome. It looks so good.
Oh,
I like
dude,
that
I'm
you
glad
left
you
a
like.
spot for him to sign.
Yeah, there's a spot here, so if people want you to sign it, you can sign. I'm making it a little bigger, so that way it sounds like crazy, but if you ever wanted to sign it, it's just like gonna make your life easier. It's like a barcode. Put it right there.
Oh, I was
I'm really
talking about
happy
the
with it.
forehead. That's where I would sign anything.
Brian's forehead.
My forehead, others' foreheads.
Yeah, I would sign
is
that forehead for sure.
There we go, guys. You guys like it?
That was great.
Dude, this looks cool, man. I really like
I think
it.
it's gonna disarm your opponents because you look very nice in it. And not that you're not nice, but you're a killer.
He's like, give me that grape Fago, dude.
And I'm from New York. I have a New York culture where we're kind, but we're not nice.
Yep.
And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Kev, you're in the Midwest. You're nice, but you're not kind.
I'm kind.
You
he's
you
not.
might be both, but culturally,
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I was thinking today, like the most Michigan face you can make to a stranger is that like weird little grimace.
Yep. The weird little grimace smile.
Yeah, where it's like kind of like a pained smile. It's like, yeah, I kept smiling at people genuinely in San Diego, and they just like blank stared at me, and I was like, all right, weird.
Because people in San Diego are miserable and hate each other.
That's not true.
Yeah, California is another place that's nice but not kind.
The sea lions were great.
Yeah, Claire's from San Diego. Shout out Claire, whose idea was the
Claire.
Oak Tree.
Shout out to Sick of It.
True, Sperling is there. Hire is there.
Dude, I love
Oh
this.
shit, Vinny had a good idea. QR code for his YouTube.
That would look so bad.
It'd be so good. You can make it so tiny so they have to zoom in so far.
subtle QR code on his
Hey.
Right on the forehead.
and then people can say, "What is that, dude?"
Dude, I love
Yeah,
it.
I got tokens with my QR code on them. It's all good. We don't need them here.
Send this to you guys now so you can look at it up close.
Hand-drawn QR codes.
All right, what do you guys think? I just dropped it in chat. Could you post this to the Discord chat? There it is. This looks cool.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah,
We
it's
gotta put
sick.
Dude, this is so cool. It looks like if somebody was like drawing on Brian's yearbook. It's so fucking funny. He gave the little gold saber hat. Dude,
One day we got to do the gold saber fedora.
What?
Now we're talking.
Yeah, only if you wear it at every event.
I will. I'll tip my hat to every single person.
Dude, my lady.
I'll say my leash.
My liege. Yeah, I'm gonna post it to the Etsy right now, and then you guys can drop it in. Everyone wants them, and then Brian,
And they're
I'll
all
give you.
and they're all flocked.
They're all flocked.
Flocked.
All right, I think I have a listing right here. Perfect. Well, this is any other. While I'm doing this, I'm happy to take some questions. Any questions?
Oh, Tim, what was your rose and thorn of today?
Wasn't Thorn like
Yeah.
thing I didn't like, thing I liked?
Yeah.
I think
About
you
your day.
liked it like a thing you didn't like.
Over my day. Today was a pretty good day. I had no real thorns.
Hey, there's always a thorn.
My thorn was that
Doesn't have to be bad. Maybe something was kind of annoying that you had to deal with.
it was pretty decent.
I think he has the same thorn for the whole week, but we can't talk about that.
The thorn was actually the Tuesdays are my one day of like he has off, and then it's the one day I stream. It just like fate this time didn't work out too well, so I don't get to hang out with her as much as I want on her day off. But that's okay. And I teach on main campus, which is about 45 minutes from my home. But my students were pretty good. I got a good group of students this semester. I really like them. That was good. Having good students is awesome.
That's
I have a
great.
couple kids that are pretty dedicated, and lately I'm just like I'm like a more seasoned professor now, where I'm like I'm just gonna teach them what they. It's like just give them dessert all the time. Like I'm like, you know what, you guys, I can teach you what you want through a lens. So I was like, they're really into Miyazaki. So I was like, all right, I can talk about narrative through Miyazaki. You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
So then like I'm just like letting them. We're having a class where we're just like getting to like watch Miyazaki movies, talk about narrative, and talk about writing, and that is way more interesting than talking about writing through. And they're just like, I'm not like making their like forcing them, you know, literary fiction. Like they're like they write way more Nausicaa or like or Porco Rosso than if we talked to dumbass.
I think you really like the movie The
Egg-headed
Beguiled, Tim.
What is it? I don't know.
It's a what's the old Western movie, Clint Eastwood movie, where he's like a Union soldier that gets injured and found by like a little girl in the South that lives in like an all-girl school. And they kind of like help heal him up, but are also like, we're gonna turn you into the Confederacy when they come around, and then it's everyone trying to like manipulate each other. It's really good.
Never seen it. I like Clint Eastwood though.
It's like 70s, I think, 80s.
Brian, what was your highlight today?
My highlight today, this whole thing, this getting to hang out with you guys and come up with this thing, watch it come into real life together. Like, this was great.
Isn't it funny how like fast it happens in a way?
Yeah, like on the one hand, I'm looking at the stream timer and we've been here for 3 hours and 15 minutes. But on the other side, it's like just been chilling.
Yeah. Hasn't felt laborious.
Does your wife like it?
She does. She thinks it looks awesome.
Heck yeah.
She doesn't get all the references, but she doesn't need to.
Oh yeah. Erica always likes looking at Tim's art and being like, I don't know what this is, but this one's sweet. That's how I know we got a real banger, when she's like, whoa, this one's cool.
For
That's
sure.
good. My wife likes it too. This is, well, the listing's just about live. Flocked and fuzzy. So I'm gonna make sure it's flocked. Copy premium thick.
Same as it ever was.
Same as ever was.
Are you listening to me on there?
Yeah, we'll say Brian,
Premium thick.
Bosh and Roll. Brian Bosh and Roll. Exclusive playmat.
Awesome.
Inaugural exclusive. Oh, Chib's here to cause chaos. Chibby, out of here, girl.
Just in time.
Just in time. She's like, you forgot. She's like, it's time for me to fuck up the stream. All right. It should
Beautiful.
be live. I think I just published it. Let me send it to you guys too.
Sick.
Let me see. Would you drop it in the chat, guys? Think it worked?
Oh yeah.
This is fun. Any questions from chat?
Let me, man, why is Discord just not opening on my computer? That's so frustrating. Hello, can someone
you.
else,
Chib, you little sweetie. I can try doing it.
Would I need the highest would I need the highest Patreon tier to design a mat? How can you explain how the Patreon version of it works?
Yeah, so if you want to draw a mat or Patreon, like you're in the $100 tier, after 4 months you get to do a mat because mats cost a base rate $400. I mean, they can go up from there. They can go up to $1,200. But for my patrons, it's $400. So if you're there for 4 months, you get to make a mat. And if you're at like the $2 tier to make it, you could do it. I haven't had a Patreon that long. But if you're at the we had some people that were at $100 tier for 1 month, but then they were the $30 tier several months. They gotta play. Or if they're at it for like 2 months and they want to pay the difference, they can do it. But pretty much it's just once you get to like, that's it. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean like you cash it out. Like get APs and other stuff. Subtract. It's just ways to allow me to do this full time, which yeah.
Beautiful. Oh man, Tim, you made it upside down.
no.
You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
you
you.
cut out for like a second,
Yeah.
Oh,
but you're back now.
yeah.
You're kind of in and out.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, this is sick, dude.
Okay, cool. It looks good. Thanks, guys. I'm going to send these to Ron right now.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Send a whole group. This is awesome. Brian, it's always good hanging with you, man. Looking forward to seeing you soon. I don't know what tournament I'll see you at next. Hopefully I see you before Pittsburgh, but if not, we're going to have a blast, buddy.
Yeah, definitely there, if not sooner.
So
Yeah. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
we'll see you in Vegas.
Oh yeah, see you in Vegas.
Yeah,
Word up.
right. Yep, that's happening.
Let's
See you
cut
guys
it off
there.
there. Hey, gamers, thanks for coming tonight. We'll see you back here. We're going to be live again on Thursday night. I won't be here, but we're going to be live again on Thursday night with the Critical EDH guys. And then I will be back for our normal Tuesday night stream. Should be a good time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.
Appreciate you.
Bye bye.